Man, that Mike, you know that guy that's trying to pose as us selling those shirts? Since
Yeah.
he's on your Twitter, you can actually block his ass,
Oh,
and
nice.
none of that stuff will come out on the timeline.
Okay.
So just block him, and that. We'd be done with it.
Yeah,
That's wild.
the
That's
Gina
wild.
shirt made its appearance yesterday. Its
Yeah.
debut at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. So
Yeah,
pretty exciting times, dude. So many Spurs fans out there last night.
Dude,
bro.
most
There
first
was
go
so
chant.
many, bro. There was so many Spurs fans there, dog. It was like damn near a Spurs home game, bro. It was 50-50.
We took
Um,
over.
we did, bro. Those Ghost Spurs Ghost chants, you could hear them loud and proud on ESPN.
We were
It
the
was an
first to chant MVP first, by the way, for
yeah.
Wemby.
Nice.
It was
Where were
it
y'all
was an
sitting after all?
we ended up
fourth
in
row, by the over the tunnel.
yeah
Hey,
Okay.
are we
a
on
section
YouTube right now?
103,
Yeah.
Okay,
section 103. We ended up being in section 103. We got the last minute tickets, man. It worked out. It worked out for us. We got good seats for about
Nice.
$200. For about $200 a pop.
I'm looking to
Those,
see.
those,
Yeah, we're
those
live, Mike.
I don't see the chat.
Oh, yeah, I have the chat on.
Oh, okay. I don't see anybody in it. I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna be coming in. You got to give them
Yeah,
some
yeah.
time. I
They
can see
usually.
some. I can see some messages coming in now. They're probably
Right,
delayed over here on our end.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
they're coming in on the stream. There they are.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Yeah.
about 20 seconds delayed.
Good times yesterday, though, man. Good times were had. That's for sure.
Yeah. My reaction, I was like, "Mira, Wemby."
That's funny.
Oh, Rick popped off, dude. He'll come back.
Where the dreams don't fade from the river walk nights to the Alamo shade. We rise together through the highs and the lows. Area 210. Oh, it's the life that we chose.
What a fantastic day in San Antonio. What a fantastic day throughout Texas because the Spurs got a victory last night against the Dallas Mavericks, taking out the Mavericks in the season opener. I had the privilege of being out there with Spernandez, who's joining us today. Spernandez flew in from San Diego. I picked him up at DFW. We made our way over to the arena. It was a fantastic time. Nice setup they have over there for an older arena.
Mhm.
Very nice setup, but the Spurs got a win behind Wemby's historic night. And it's historic, Joe Spernandez, when ESPN is talking about it as their lead story.
Mhm.
It was a historic night. The first time in NBA history since the turnover stat has been created back in 1977 when I was created. The first time a player has ever had 40 points, 15 rebounds on 70% shooting or plus with no turnovers. Only time ever. And we were there in person, Spernandez. It was amazing. It was a fun game to watch. And the Maverick fans turning to us whenever Wemby would do a dunk. He had 7 dunks last night.
Mhm.
Alley oops, reverse dunks, reverse alley oops. Amazing plays. Then he had that 4-point play where he dribbled behind his back, blocked a shot, crossed the guy over behind the back, and knocked down a 3 for a 4-point play. It was a remarkable performance.
Mira, Wemby.
And Wemby, generational, generational here. What do you
He
think?
finally
Fernando?
played up
of
to
his
the billing,
pocket.
Mike.
Well, this is the highlights courtesy of ESPN. Did he live up to the hype? He exceeded the hype.
Oh, bro. He exceeded the hype, bro. He exceeded the hype. This is what we wanted to see. This is how you come out of the gate and make a statement. First game of the season in Dallas, interstate rival. Cooper Flag is getting all this attention. It harkens back to the days of Tim Duncan and Dirk and all the battles that Dallas and San Antonio have had over the years. It was amazing being in there. The arena was electric. It was like OU in Texas, Mike, half and half. It was a half and
Yeah.
half stadium, bro. It was a half Spurs, half Dallas Mavericks fans, bro. And yeah,
That couple in front of us was looking around going, there's a lot of you guys today.
yeah, facts. Spurs fans were rolling deep in the American Airlines Center or American Airlines Arena last night.
They
It was
traveled
fun, man.
well.
Yeah, it was an electric atmosphere, man. It was an electric atmosphere. And like Mike said, even the Mavs fans were appreciating seeing Wemby. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they were like, wow, So they, what's up, Albert Lopez?
Well,
They even were like appreciating the greatness that they were watching.
yeah, you saw a lot of fathers out there with their kids wearing Maverick jerseys, and when Wemby
Hmm.
got out there for the pregame workouts or the pregame shoot around, they're like, "There he is, there he is."
Hmm. Hmm.
And I said this yesterday to you guys while we were in the stands that Wemby's Otani. We
Yeah.
now have the basketball version of Shohei Otani, where he is
Hmm.
now must watch basketball. He may very well be the best player in the NBA right now. We do have sound from NBA.com that's on my Twitter account. And
Okay.
before we get into the game and break down the X's and O's and all that stuff, Joe, if you can bring up the sound that we have on my Twitter
Sure.
account of Victor Wembanyama, because this says a lot about the maturity level and the growth that he has had as a person. I know we made fun of him because he hung out with the monks, and was he shooting a commercial? Was he actually getting coached up by Akeem, getting coached up by Kevin Garnett? All of that stuff. And what Wemby said post game tugged at the heartstrings a little bit about why he is so focused and why he's playing so well. Here's what Victor Wembanyama had to say after the game, courtesy of NBA.com.
Good. I mean, much more in control of myself. The mind, I'm not worried about because I saw what it's like to be confronted with potentially losing a lot, whether it's your career or your health. So I'm not taking this for granted anymore. But the body, it's I'm having more fun now that I'm not struggling to move as much, and I know I'm still need to get better. I'm still gonna get better. Good. I mean,
So he went on to say that the perspective that he has is that he felt like the game was going to be taken away from him because of the
Deep
blood
vein
clot,
thrombosis.
deep
Yeah.
vein thrombosis, and the blood clot that he had made him think about this game about, hey, man, we have to accelerate the process, that I cannot take this for granted, that I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to win. And for him to go out there and talk about how it brought life into perspective, that he's mortal, that it's an honor and a privilege to play on an NBA hard court, was amazing. And now he's taking it seriously. He bulked up. He got more muscle. The game is different. Remember, we talked about this. During preseason. Was it just a preseason thing or not? Last night, 15 of 21 shooting. Joe, how many 3-point attempts? 2. He knocked down 1, which was a 4-point play, which means 19 of the 21 shots he took were down low. The Spurs had more than 60 points in the paint last night. We went into that game, Fernandez, thinking to ourselves, man, that starting lineup that the Spurs had there of Castle and Wemby and Barnes
Yeah.
and Champagny and Vassell looked kind of small. But when they brought in Cornette as the sixth man, when they brought in the cavalry, the second unit, the Spurs played bigger than what they were. They beat the living crap out of the Mavericks, ran them out of the gym, stepped on their neck, and did not let go. And
Well, let's
it was
be honest, Mike.
great
The
to
first
watch.
half was pretty competitive. Both teams kind of filling each other out. You could see there was a little bit of the rust in the early on in the game, for both teams, and rightfully
Yeah.
so. It's the first game of the season. But as the second half started, I mean, there was no doubt. Wemby's like, "F this, man. I'm putting this team on my back, and I'm going to show them who I am. Remember me." And the thing is that Wemby came out and made a statement early on, right out of the gate. This is the first game of the season. He's like, you know what? He has a different aura about him now. He's got that dog in him. I saw some of Kevin Durant in him. I'm like, okay. He went and had that huge block, bro. And he kind of just gave that little face, like he just stared that mother down. He's just mean mugging him. I'm like, all right, I like this out of Wemby. I want to see more of this out of Wemby. If Wemby can do this on a consistent basis, night in and night out, he's going to be the MVP hands down, and maybe defensive player of the year. And he continues to go ahead and grow, and he's going to make the team better because he's going to be generational. If he plays like this, the sky's the limit for the Spurs as far as where they can actually go as far as their trajectory. But I got to say that the one chink and this whole armor here. What was up with Mitch playing McLaughlin, bro? That was a head scratcher, man. I ain't never seen the brother. And
Yeah, he
all of a
came out.
sudden he's getting some run. Like, what's up, bro?
Now he came out in the first quarter, only played 8 minutes, but it seemed like he played a little bit longer than that because there was a stretch in the first quarter where the Spurs lost the lead there that they had gained early in the game.
Yeah. No
But
David Jones Garcia, man. Like, what's
well,
up?
they put him in. They put him in the fourth. But
Oh,
you
I
know,
know, man.
the Spurs the Spurs with Wemby last night. What's the two knocks on him? Shoots too many 3-pointers. Doesn't bang bodies down low. I guess 3 knocks, and the third one was too many turnovers. Most of the shots, 90% of his shots, down low, right in the paint. Shot only 2 3-pointers. Cleaned up the turnovers because he wasn't having to dribble at the top of the key. It was a perfect game. Now we've seen him go off for more points than 40. But this seemed to be the most dominating 40-point performance ever because when he went off for like 50 points, he knocked down like 8 or 9 3-pointers, and it was just a hot shooting night. This was dominance out there. Stephon Castle had himself a game with 22 points. Couldn't make a free throw to save his life. Could have had like 26, 27 points. We saw Dylan Harper play his first game of the season. Dylan Harper looked extremely nervous the first quarter and a half. That one time he had a chance to make a dunk and he stepped out of bounds before making it to the rim. But
what about
Harper kind of started feeling himself a little bit in the end of the third quarter. Finished with 15 points. You look at Castle though. I'm sorry. You look at Castle. 22 points last night. Got some boards. Got some assists out there. 7 rebounds, 6 assists on 8 of 12 shooting. Knocked down 1 3-pointer. He had a better shooting percentage from the field than he did from the free throw line. He looked so discombobulated, so nervous at the free throw line for some unknown reason. But he had himself a good game last night. Again, no De'Aaron Fox. But Spernandez, man, we need to talk about the identity of this team. The identity of this team is going to be defense. They held a team in the year 2025, a Dallas Mavericks team that has Anthony Davis, Cooper Flagg, and Klay Thompson, and all those guys, held them to 92 points. That doesn't happen anymore, especially a team like that. Derek Lively out there. They held this team down to 92 points. And now, Joe mentioned whether or not Wemby could become MVP. We talked about this yesterday. The odds of him becoming MVP, according to FanDuel, was what? 10-1 odds?
Yeah.
10-1 odds, the 4th best odds. Guess what, Joe? Overnight, it flipped. Wemby's now the 2nd favorite, according to FanDuel, behind SGA to win MVP, and his odds have gone to 3.5-1 odds, plus 340. The NBA has taken notice. TikTok took notice last night. It was all about Wemby.
Hey, Rick, I was going to ask you a question, too, as you start talking about what you thought about the game. Wemby made AD look like a G leaguer, bro, and he's like all team, first team defense, as far as defense goes, and I'm like, he just went around him like he couldn't hold him. He said, "You can't hold me," you know.
It was a great game.
No, it was. Now, I again, I get accused of being a homer and being too positive, so this is gonna sound funny. What I'm also gonna say. Just like, and I'm not a hypocrite. When people are like beyond negative over every little thing, I tell them like, relax and wait. So I will also say the same on the other end of the spectrum. It's going to take one bad game for the Spurs for all of this talk to go away. If Wemby has a bad game or the Spurs have a bad game, all this talk that we're talking is going to be flip flop. So it's a long season. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be real. Like. And I tell the negative folks the same thing. Like, you guys got to relax. You got to wait. You got to chill. You got to let it play out. The same has to be said on the positive side. Like, JHNSB, I'm not hungover, big dog. I don't know why you think that. I have no voice. I have no voice.
Yeah,
I think that's why. Because we were getting it. Yeah. But it never fails. You don't get it hungover if you stay drunk. You know what I'm saying? If you stay drinking, you don't get hangovers. But yeah, so I'm just gonna say that, and I'm not trying to bring nothing down. I'm just saying let's let it play out. I know that FanDuel thing is gonna flip flop. If Wemby has a bad game, it's gonna go back to 10-1 odds. If he has a great game, you know what I'm saying. So I also just don't want to be a hypocrite. Like when I tell these folks that are always negative about how they need to relax a little bit, when it's positive, we also got it. Now we just call the facts to the facts. Again, the game was 40 point for Wemby. It was an amazing game. The Spurs looked like they were clicking. But it's one game. It's one game of an 82 season, right? So let's just I'm excited. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm always excited and positive. Like I was excited and like to me, this isn't something like, oh wow, now people are taking notice. Like a lot of us knew this was going down. Like a lot of us knew that this was gonna happen. Like we just had to wait and let it play out. Like so yeah, Wemby not taking as many threes and me more down low. Again, it's the evolution that's gonna happen. So I'm just saying, let's let it play out and see how it goes. Because all it's going to take is one bad game for all these nice accolades that people are saying about Wemby to go the other way. So now,
They
having said
question
that,
him.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, he has one bad game. They're gonna question him again and be like,
Mhm.
"Is he just pedestrian? What happened to the alien?"
I don't.
You know,
I don't.
that
buy,
kind of
I don't.
stuff.
I don't buy any of that, dude.
Yeah,
You don't
I
buy
don't.
any of what?
I don't buy
That
any of
people
the.
aren't going to say that. That people
No,
aren't going to say that.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't
That
think
he's
it's going to
never going to.
happen.
He's not going to have. He's not going to have one bad
No,
game
no,
all
no,
82
no,
season.
no. You're going to have one or two bad games,
Yeah.
but I think the collection of good games is going to far outweigh the handful of bad games that he's going to have, where
Of
people are
course.
going to have doubt. I think that was the case last year.
Fans are
I
so fickle.
no,
Fans, to include you, Mike. No. Don't go there, bro.
there's
Fans
something
are so
different.
fickle. There is. I agree. I've never questioned it. So to me, this is just what was already going to happen. Other
Right.
people were questioning and all that. I'm with you, Mike. I know it's different. I'm not. I didn't have any doubts from when I saw him playing the G League Ignite before
Yeah.
he even got drafted. I went to Vegas. Me and my son, my son and I went to Vegas to see him with his Mets '92 team play G League Ignite. Scoot Henderson
Right.
that summer. I knew. I saw it that summer, bro. So I'm not. I agree. I just knew it was going to take time. I knew he was going to put on weight. Everybody was worried about that. Oh, he's just scanning. He's doing that. I knew he was going to do that. He was going to put on weight. He was going to put on muscle. But the knock on all the threes, why he's shooting all that, he's finding himself. Like it was gonna happen. So I, I'm not high or low because I'm just even keel with this because I always knew this was gonna happen. I'm just saying I know how fickle fans are. Fans are like a fickle mistress. When you're
Right.
hitting, they love you. When you're not hitting, they don't love you no more. So that's all I'm saying.
The hesitancy I had for Wemby was the game that he had last year where he was shooting the ball from three more often than not. Where literally 50% of his shots were 3-point attempts. And
Right.
he's 7'3". That should
Right.
never have happened. Right.
Yeah.
But what changed? Okay. What made me more confident in Wemby being that generational player? I always knew that he'd be a top player and a top 3, top 5 guy. It's whether or not he could be that generational player was the fact that he needed to gain muscle. He needed to gain confidence. He needed to gain footwork, and he needed to take advantage of his biggest asset, which is his height.
Mhm.
And he's now putting it all together. We saw in the offseason working with Akeem Olajuwon. We were in the stands. I was screaming, "That's Akeem! That's Akeem right there!" Because we've seen
the
video of
moves.
him
The moves.
working with Akeem Olajuwon. There were certain foot moves that he was doing, some rolling shots that he was doing in the lane, 12, 15 footers that he was getting up and over Derek Lively. The drop steps, the dream shake that he was doing on Anthony Davis. It was like watching a hybrid of Akeem Olajuwon and David Robinson
Mhm.
play last night. You know, but with Kevin Durant abilities to knock down a three from time to time. Spurs, by the way, were 8 for 20 from three last night. 8 players knocked down one shot, 40% from three for the team. I mean, you're going to win games when that happens, man. Effective field goal shooting for the team last night was 62%. 62%. Ridiculous efficiency out there because a lot of this was in the paint. And the attitude, the opinions that people are giving are like, wait a minute, maybe the Spurs are ready this year to make a move. We talked about their ceiling of maybe getting 44 to 46 wins. They play like that. That's a 50-win team. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to go off and beat Oklahoma City or they're going to go out and beat Houston. But what I am saying is that they might have proven that they could be a tier 2 team. And if things fall the right way, you never know. Maybe there'll be buyers at the trade deadline in February. Maybe, just maybe, they'll start making moves. And Wemby going off and saying, that he has a better appreciation about life and a better appreciation about playing ball because of the medical condition he suffered was very, very key to me as to the psyche that he has right now. And speaking of the psyche, Joe, if you can go to my Twitter account,
Yeah.
we got to talk about Mitch Johnson, his
Mhm.
first
Yeah, we
real
could talk
game as
about
head
him.
coach of the team.
Yes,
You know, I
yes.
We
wanted
we
to chime in real
remember
quick, Mike. I wanted to
what's
say
the, yeah. Go
something
ahead, go ahead.
because you were talking about Wemby and we're talking about, you know, how his evolution of the game, you know, how he is right now, you know, and looking really good. I think maybe a lot of him playing outside the paint and in the three, you know, shooting threes and all that, maybe that had to do more with his health than anything else because he was getting tired a lot quicker because he had that deep vein thrombosis. And finally, when he was diagnosed, that's when the Spurs had to pull him because it's a really immediate threat to your health. Like if that blood clot traveled to his head, his, you know, to his brain, his heart, you know, his lungs. I mean, that's pretty bad, you know. So I think it put everything into perspective for him, and him being out, you know, and traveling and going with the Shaolin monks, meeting with Hakeem and Kevin Garnett. Maybe they finally, you know, told him, and he realized, you know, hey man, life is short. Don't ever just not go out there and give it all you got from the get go. Like just go ball out, just go and
Right.
have fun. And I think that's his perspective is, you know what? He's just enjoying every minute now. He seems looser out there. He seems like he's having a good time. And not only is he having a good time, and the energy is in a good place for him as far as the positivity. It's infectious. You can see it on the bench. All the players out there, they had a different swagger about them. They were all having fun. They were all like, "Hey, man, you know, we're actually enjoying ourselves out there." And you could tell, you know, the way they played defense consistently all night. It was a different look Spurs team than we've ever seen before. I started getting 2014 championship vibes out
Yeah.
of this team last night. You know, no joke, dude. And I'm like, man, this is gonna be an exciting team. And I think they're gonna have more nationally televised games because now, since Wemby came out with that 40-point game,
Yeah.
this team is going to be a team that other NBA fans are going to want to see. They're going to be the fun team to watch.
It was infectious to watch them. They had a little bit of a swagger to them. You saw Devin Vassell play better. Keldon Johnson getting the minutes, the points that we needed when we needed them. When we needed some buckets, Keldon knocked down a bucket or two. When we needed a bucket, Devin Vassell knocked down a bucket or two. They played their roles yesterday, which was amazing. The Spurs, though, I know it's one game, and we always say it's just one game, but we saw the light. It turned on. This is the end of the movie The Matrix when Neo just looks at the bullets and goes, no, and then goes off and beats the living crap out of
Tired of the
the
losing.
robots.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where he sees the Matrix now and he realizes he's the best player on the court. And we were watching this game live over there, fifth row, section 103, fourth row 103. We're looking over there and we're thinking to ourselves, that is by far the best player on the court. They had Anthony Davis, had Cooper Flagg, who was wetting the bed for most of the game. They're doing the Sohan treatment on him. They're making him play point guard, which is a bad thing. But you saw the Spurs with a little bit of swagger. And what do we see when the Spurs play? The Spurs in prior years, they get a lead, they lose a lead. They get a lead, they lose the league. And they lose focus. Mitch Johnson on NBA.com addressing the Spurs when they're up more than 20. Listen to the intensity he has on this team when the Spurs are up more than 20. A head coach now in his 30s leading this black and silver team. Let's hear what Mitch Johnson had to tell the team.
Possession by possession. Dismantle them in the half court. Play fast. Get back. Do it again. Be disciplined to like and embrace the boring, the mundane. Stops, rebounds, fundamental. Discipline, physical, rebound, transition, pace, fundamental. Again and again.
Wow.
Possession.
He had
Wow.
a I want some nasty moment.
Wow. Wow. Embrace the mundane. I love it. I love it. Shame on folks for not wanting to give Mitch a shot. I don't. We ain't forgot. We ain't forgot people. Oh, all these other bigger names and all that. Man, I'm telling you, Mitch and Mike. We said this. We said this. We said give this kid, young young coach a full off season. Give him his own staff to pick. That's also
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
When you talk about the defensive identity, and that's what we were talking about at the game yesterday, Mike and I. And I told him, I said, even my son's high school basketball team, we talk about y'all need to have an identity, whatever it is. Hang your hat on defense, on running, gunning, whatever. But you can have no identity. You can't be rudderless and just out there.
Yeah.
So you bring in Big Nasty, you bring in Sweeney, who knows Dallas very well. They're defensive minded coaches. So that I think leans towards the Spurs' new identity is going to be defense. So I love Mitch. I love the energy. I've always loved it. Mike, I know you've been a fan of Mitch. We always said let him have his full offseason, give him a chance. You know, guys like what's the guy over in Boston? The coach. Uh,
Oh,
his name's escaping me. The coach from
Bill
Boston.
Mazzulla.
Missoula. He didn't. No one knew who he was before he became a head coach, right? And
Right.
people always, no one knew Missoula. No, you don't know until you know. So, and I know we have some super chats that we're gonna get to. So, we're gonna get to them.
Yeah, yeah.
We appreciate y'all, but guys like Missoula, guys like Spolstra, they seem to come out of nowhere, but they didn't come out of nowhere. Like they were in the film room. You know what I mean? They were the video editors. They were doing all those things that no one knows about, and now they're getting the reins. You know what I mean? So. I'm glad that you could have, because there's big name coaches out there, and of course we like a sexy big name coach to say, oh, bring in so and so to come lead this to take over for Pop. Having them go to Mitch it's a gamble because he's an unknown and all that kind of stuff. But again, we talked about he's a Stanford grad. He's a smart dude. No
Yeah,
offense, but. No offense, but this ain't Palo Alto. This ain't Sac. No offense. We remember that. Remember that segment,
Yeah,
Mike?
yeah,
The
yeah,
Stanford
yeah.
Nice, the
He's
Stanford
Stanford
Nice
Nice.
segment. Yes, yeah.
He-
Smart
he-
guy. He's a smart basketball mind. He really is. So
And he has bona fides, man, because not only did he start out in that range, but he was also an AAU coach, brought up DeJounte
mhm,
Murray when DeJounte Murray
mhm.
was young. Murray credits him for turning his life around. DeJounte Murray was there when he was named officially the head coach.
Yeah, they
Mitch
played together
Johnson,
in Washington. Yeah. Mhm,
I understand why there are certain Spurs fans out there who wanted to have a bigger name as head coach because you
mhm,
figure, well, you have Wemby, but at the same time, there's something to be said about having a coach that identifies with these players. He's
mhm.
not their dad, he's not their grandpa, he's their big brother out
Yeah.
there. We had it at some point when you had Pop, who was 55 years older than some of his players. That was a little bit too far, right? Now we have a young, healthy head coach who's out there, who commands presence. When you hear Mitch Johnson talk to the players like that, do you think they were listening?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You are former Marine.
Hmm.
You've heard lots of pep talks. You've heard lots of
Hmm.
speeches and
Hmm.
whatnot in the middle of a battle, in the
Yeah.
middle of training or whatever the case may
Hmm.
be.
Yeah.
Didn't it sound? How did he sound? Didn't he
Yes,
sound?
yes. Actually, it's funny you say that, Mike. It's so funny you say that because when I watched the clip this morning and because I didn't see it last night, I saw it this morning.
Yeah,
I thought about that. I thought about exactly what you're talking about. I'm a retired Marine officer. I've listened to these speeches and I've given these speeches. And when no offense to the players, but they're playing a game. But these men and women that go into combat, you're giving these talks and these speeches when life matters, not just a basketball game. But again, no offense to them. I'm just saying. Leadership is inspiring others to do what they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what leadership is. It's inspiring people. Real quick, shout out to Cedric Org, a new subscriber.
Yep.
very
Um,
nice.
yeah, but yeah, that's what leadership is. And as a Marine, you get taught that, right? Leadership isn't, hey, I'm your captain, I'm your colonel, do what I say, or I'm your sergeant, do what I say. That's easy. Anybody can do that. Anybody in a position of power can tell somebody lower than them that they have to do what they say. And that subordinate or that junior is going to say, "I, sir, I, ma'am," and they're going to do the bare minimum that they have to do. Now, inspiring men and women to want to follow you, to want to do things for you, to want to go the extra mile. That's what leadership is. inspiring others to do what is the difficult and what maybe they don't want to do. And that's what Mitch Johnson's doing.
Now, the way that he
You-
phrased it, how did he phrase it? Embrace the mundane.
Embrace the mundane.
Embrace the mundane. Yeah.
I mean that is a phrase for life in general.
Yeah.
No matter what you
It
do
is.
for a living,
It is. It
be
is.
good at the fundamentals of what you do, whatever
It
it is
is.
that you're doing.
It
Maybe
is.
that's being a parent, going to
You
your own
know,
job.
Working,
what?
whatever.
Yeah. Right. You know what? You know why? Because in life, we have life is filled with a bunch of little moments, right? You have a couple of big moments in life, right? Getting married, having children, you know, um, there's a couple, becoming a Marine or excelling in whatever your job is, right? There's a few things in life where you can like holler at the moon and say, man, this is it. This is the day. This is the pinnacle, right? But out of like those 5 to 10 big life moments, the rest of life is filled with what? The mundane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's filled with just getting up, going to work, taking your kids to school, making breakfast, doing this, doing that, being with your wife, being with your husband, all these tiny little life things that are just whatever. There's life is filled with more of that than those big gigantic moments when you get married, when you have a kid, and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So that's what I like. And we talk about it a lot in this show about correlating and juxtaposing things of like sports to like real life. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that's what Mitch Johnson is doing. Saying to, embrace the mundane, he's saying like, yeah, you're gonna have these Wemby behind the back dunks and this and this and that, but for the most part of the game is gonna be mundane possessions. Keep dribbling, keep the ball, do the little things. You know what I mean? Like the little stuff that no one is gonna like celebrate you for.
I think
Um,
what Mitch says a lot too is just, become repetitive, go ahead and go out there and do the same thing over and over, but do it well. And I
Mhm.
think that's a testament to real life as well, because I'm a perfect example of that. Back when I first started podcasting, I know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. I just had a cheap mic, a cheap camera, and a computer, and that was it. And sometimes you just got to start with what's presented in front of you, much like the Spurs, right? They had all these pieces, and they got Wemby, and you start upgrading. As you start, learning a lot more, and you dedicating to yourself to the craft, you start learning, you start leveling up, and look at where we're at now, all of us. If I didn't know how to do the editing, if I didn't know how to design graphics, I didn't know how to do all these things that I took time off to do in the summer, which, I could have been doing something else, as, being on social media, interacting with other people, and, getting those numbers overinflated. But instead, I became a steward of, let me go ahead and learn. Let me go ahead and learn how to do these other things, because maybe it'll pay off someday.
Right.
And that someday is now. Look at what's happening. That's the same thing that's going on with the Spurs. That
Success,
payoff is happening now.
success doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ability for me to just say, F it, I'm going to go meet up with Fernandez was not because I had a good week or a good month. It's because I worked my ass off the last 19 years in my business.
Yeah.
But everyone's saying on the chat, the embrace the mundane or embrace the boring, embrace the mundane should be the next shirt. And I agree with that.
Hey, we do have the super chats that we need to
Yep.
get to too, because we've had those sitting
Yeah,
around for a little bit.
Mhm.
So
But why you call them up real fast? The embrace the mundane and embrace the boring fits in line with the Spurs mantra over the years of pounding the rock.
Mhm.
yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what the pounding the rock means, I know you've heard of the blog, and but what the Spurs mean with pounding the rock, they have a thing inside the locker room. It's it's almost like their motto or their code, if you will.
Yeah.
That basically says that you can strike a rock, a boulder, 1,000 times, and it never make a dent. But then on the 1,001st blow, it'll crack in half. And it wasn't that last blow; it was all the ones that came before it that
Yeah.
made it crack open. It's pound the rock until you get the success. The embrace the boring, embrace the mundane, though, that is pounding the rock in essence itself, right?
Mhm.
Because it's saying
Yeah.
if you go get that rebound, that extra rebound, go get that extra assist, you make that extra bucket, that make that extra pass that leads to 2
Extra
points.
effort.
That you compile all of that together, you win those 50-50 matchups more often than not. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
go to those super chats there, Joe.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
There we go. $5 super chat incoming from Matt Lerma. He says, "WemVP." I like that, man. WemVP.
WemVP.
Thanks, Matt.
Mhm.
Appreciate the support.
Joe, I'm going to go ahead and take the time to say that we were the first ones to start chanting MVP in the arena.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
great. It was great. And then when we started chanting it, the other Spurs fans started chanting it, and then it became a thing. And as the
Yeah.
Spurs were pulling away, I remember
Go Spurs go, bro.
one side of the arena started chanting "Go Spurs Go," and then we got into it. And then everyone in silver
Mhm.
and black got into it. By
Bro.
the way, people coming from all over, not only just San Antonio. We had beers bought for us by a guy from Italy.
Oh
He
wow.
flew from
Yeah.
Italy to go to the
Yeah.
game. Fernandez flew in from San Diego to go to the game.
Mhm.
I drove in from Conroe to go to the game. It was a great experience. We had the couple that was sitting next to us. They
Mhm.
flew in from Mexico City. Guess why they
Yeah.
became Spurs fans, Joe? Because the Spurs played a few games over there in Mexico City over the
Mexico.
years. They latched
Mhm.
on to the team. That's their team. They flew to
Yeah.
Dallas to watch the Spurs play. And they're like, I'm like, oh, do y'all live here? No. Y'all on vacation? Sort of. We wanted to watch the team play. That's our
Mhm.
team.
Yeah.
And I'm there
Yeah.
going, they're on date night.
Yeah.
And
And we met.
we have a guy from Italy flying in,
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
from Mexico City.
We met,
flying in.
we met a lot of cool ass Spurs fans in Dallas yesterday. A lot of them from Spurs Twitter. I don't want to name them because I don't want to leave anybody out. But
Yeah.
we got a chance to meet a lot of them before the game. We were out there at the bar
Got
right
some
outside
pictures,
the
man.
arena. Yep, took
Yeah.
a bunch of pictures. Real quick, who was it? Jonathan Pettis asked, "Is this the hat for the statement?" Yeah, it is. This is the brand new hat for the statement jersey. It's really cool. It
Nice.
has like a lot of details on the brim. But yeah, I had that. I was rocking the statement jersey last night. I just got it in. I'm glad I got it in for this game. But yeah, so the hat, they have a bunch of different merch with the statement style. But yeah, man, it was a
Yeah.
good time. A lot of cool people that we met from Spurs Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's Mexican Junior. Um, there's this homie got on TV
Yeah.
at
The
one
yellow
point. Yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. So he, yeah, good, cool people, man. We met some other cats with their sons, and the belt was a hit, man. I had the belt. Bro, the belt was a hit, man. Everybody
Nice.
was like, "Oh, what's up with that belt?" Like, I let people hold it, take pictures with it, like. Bro, I could have, yeah, the belt, there it is, bro. That's us right outside the American Airlines Center. And what's
You should
cool
have
about
started
it,
charging people to hold the bell like Spurs
you know
Jesus,
what? I
Joe.
could have, bro. I could have charged like $5, $10 a piece to hold that belt and take pictures with it, bro. But I'm not like that, bro. I say go
Nah,
for it, bro. Especially the kids, man. The kids like I'm telling you,
they
for
like
those
the
who
belt.
don't know, that belt is like heavy, man.
Yeah.
Mike grabbed it and said, "Oh,
That was
I
at
gotta
least
take a
15
picture with
pounds.
this."
That was at
Dude,
least
that
15
yeah,
pounds.
that belt is heavy, bro. It's not just like one of those, remember Joe when we were kids and we like WWF and we'd buy our moms would buy us a little Target belt. Hey, there's the stack, bro. There's the cup stack, bro. Look, you see, there it is, baby. But yeah, remember those little tiny belts? There it is. There's our guy with his son, and his son was rocking the belt. Yeah, man. That was
Yeah.
pregame, man. It was fun. It was
Yeah,
a good time,
I
man. It
posted
was
on
a
the
really good
media
time.
share. Posted on the media share just right now a photo of a listener from Dallas. So we
Mhm.
get listeners to the podcast. We had Fernandez and I were getting flagged down at the game yesterday.
Yeah,
Probably what 7, 8 times from
at
podcast listeners
least.
going,
Yeah,
"Hey, we
yeah.
subscribe to the Area 210
Yeah, that was
podcast."
really cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
That was
Wow.
very cool, man. Again, we're powered by PF Chang La Cantera. They are part of they host our chat line right now. We did have a $1.99 super chat coming in from Jason
Yep. Jason
Garcia
Garcia.
saying,
Yep.
"Welcome to the Texas rivalry, Cooper Flag."
Hell yeah.
This young man watches us in Dallas. He lives in Dallas
Nice.
and
Nice.
says that he and his office or where he works, they listen to the show on the regular. So it's very
That's
very
so
nice.
cool, man. Yeah,
Crazy,
it's
bro.
really cool for having people. No, it was so cool. Yeah, it was really cool to have people come up and say that. There was a guy that came up to me, man, and he was like, "Oh man, like Fernandez, this, what, that," and I was showing him the belt, and he was like, "Can my wife take a picture or with it or something like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, bet." And then I thought he wanted to take a picture with him and the belt and his wife, but he was like, "No, no, no, like, can my wife take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Sure."
Sure.
I was like, yeah, I was like, "Sure." I mean, whatever. But it was cool. It was interesting, and so yeah, man, it's always fun to be out and about, and when you meet people who say like, "Hey, man, we watch your podcast," or "We see you on Twitter," or
Yeah.
whatever. It's not like being like a celebrity or famous or trying. It's not even that.
It
It's
kind
just
of
it.
is.
Well, I mean,
You're
no.
infamous, not
No, I
famous. You're
know. No, I
infamous.
know.
You're like
No,
El
I know. But
Guapo.
I know. But yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. But it's just like about the impact you have on people that you don't know about. That's what I'm saying. It's more about that. But yeah. It's wild when somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh shit, I know you from Twitter. Or I know you from the podcast or whatever." So
Yeah.
it's a good time though, man. It's a really good time. But yeah, man, everybody was really gracious. I told a story. Everybody was really cool. Most Mavericks fans were cool. I put a story on my Twitter uh, about a one guy that yeah
Oh
I
yeah,
was
he
minding
pissed
my
you
own
off.
business. Yeah, man. I'm. You could at Reels Fernandez. You could follow me on Twitter if you don't, and you could read the story. But story long, I'm minding my own business, man. I got my belt. I got my cup stack. I'm walking down the stairs to our seats, and this cat is walking up the steps, and he kind of whispers at me and says, "Before this night is over, I'm gonna take that fucking belt away from you."
Oh
And
shit.
and I like it was like a delayed reaction. I kind of like, did this guy just say that? Like I kind of stopped and because he kept walking, he like whispered it and kept walking. So then I turned around and I walked back up and I was like, "Hey, what'd you say, Doug?" Like, what? Excuse me? Like, what? And he just kept walking. He just kept walking. And all these other just so remember the group of Spurs fans that were like two rows in front of us, the
Yeah.
big group of Spurs fans. Yeah, those guys just so happened to be coming down, and they were all like, "Whoa, what's up?" So that dude was like, "Oh hell no," and he
Oh
beelined out
yeah.
of there.
He
Yeah, he
bolted.
beelined out of there
He
quick.
got
And
scared.
those big dudes, those Spurs fans in front of us, no Diddy, but they were like some big ass dudes, and
They were loving.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
loving all the things that we were screaming. By the way, that whole
Oh,
incident
mhm.
happened. It wouldn't be scared. There were too many Spurs fans there. Like
Oh, I
there
know,
were
I
there
know.
were there were,
That
we were
dude
there in
just,
numbers.
yeah. Well, and then,
We were
well, another thing that was funny, Mike, is about when that guy said that, there was a bunch of people saw it that were sitting down, and even some of them were Mavericks fans, and they were like, that was a bitch move.
yeah.
Why like that
Yeah.
dude, I'm minding my own business, dog. I'm not bothering nobody, dog. I'm just vibing. Like I'm chilling. And this dude wants to talk. Not only does he want to talk shit, he talks shit and keeps walking away. You know what I
Right.
mean, dog?
Say
Don't
with your
whisper in
chest
my
out,
ear.
homie.
Yeah, don't
You know?
whisper in my ear and keep walking, big dog. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? So, and again, bro, I ain't gonna fight nobody over this, but you ain't gonna punk me either,
I
dog.
don't
So,
know. I
other
might
than
have.
that, yeah, other than that one guy, Mike, everybody else was cool. Mavericks
Dude,
fans.
everyone was cool, and
They were
Maverick fans
embracing us.
fell in love with Wemby last night.
Yeah.
Like they saw the energy, they saw the greatness, they
Hmm.
saw the generational talent that he is evolving into,
Yeah.
and even they were like, this is a different Wemby compared to years past.
Yeah.
The couple in front of us looking back at us, dude, we were making Maverick fans laugh yesterday. We were
Yeah.
making them laugh because there was my favorite line that made everybody laugh was when Wemby did the reverse the reverse dunk. We're on the fourth row. He did the reverse dunk uh, violently into the basket, and it was and one. I screamed, "Holy shit!" Right, and then the
Mhm.
next line was that shit was holy. I was like,
Yeah.
that shit was
You
holy.
should have screamed Wembeyazo.
Mike,
Wembeyazo.
Mike was on one last night, man. Mike was in rare form, man. Mike was having a
The
good time.
Latino came out of you, Mike?
Mike was having a good time yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's
Yeah,
funny.
then the third beer kicked in. I was like,
Yeah,
Bubble gut.
yeah.
Hey, we got
Hey,
another
hey,
super
hey.
chat we got to address here.
All right.
Here comes the money.
And this one's by Matt Lerma. He goes, embrace the boring. He goes, embrace the boring, embrace the mundane. Mitch Johnson, I got chills when they played that clip. So happy to be a
Absolutely.
Spurs fan today. And I got to be honest too, because I mean, when the Spurs named Mitch Johnson the head coach, I was like, he wouldn't have been my first option. But you know what? It's already happened. There's nothing you can do about it other than be like, let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. This is going to be his first season as the Spurs head coach. I'm not going to go
You
out
got
there
the
and be like,
reins.
yeah, I'm
You got
not
the
going to go
reins.
out on a limb and be like, oh man, he's going to be coach of the year. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm going to give him a shot. I give him a chance to see what he can do on his own. There's no influence now with Coach Pop behind the scenes, pulling the strings and whispering to Mitch ear, I want you to do this. I want you to play these lineups, run these plays. This is his team. He's the general now. He's like,
Mhm.
I'm in charge now. So he's going to run the team the way he wants it. And if this is any indication, from opening night, what he's telling these players and the huddle and the with the passion and the energy that he's doing it with, this is going to be infectious. This is going to have implications for this team wanting to play hard for Mitch Johnson because they believe in him.
It
You
is
know?
a youth movement
Yeah.
on the court and on the bench as well, because you have
The coaching staff.
Corliss
Yeah.
Williamson and those
Mhm.
guys on,
Yeah,
Rashad
yeah.
Lewis,
Yeah.
who are on the bench right there. It's a different team. It is Mitch's team. Mitch is doing it
Mhm.
his way, and I'm glad that they're giving him a long leash when it comes to it all. Because
Mhm.
because we were talking about this in the stands. That was not Pop's team out there. That was not a Pop offense. That was not a Pop defense. But one name that we did not bring up, and you coined the phrase, the big elote, Luke Cornett.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Luke Cornett, man.
Yeah.
He goes in there, he subs in for Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
What did I tell you? He's not a starter. He's not going to get you,
Yeah.
30 minutes of playing time.
Yeah,
He'll
and
never
that's
be a
okay.
starter on this team.
And
That's
that's okay.
fine.
That's
But
okay.
he goes out
Yeah.
there, and his stat line yesterday played 19 minutes. I mean, that's a beautiful number of minutes to play for
That's
him,
a
right?
good run.
Oh
He
yeah.
got a good run. 16 minutes, shot 1 for 3. Okay, so he had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. So technically, he had 2 blocks and Wemby had 3. That's 5
Mhm.
combined, right?
Yeah.
Nonsense, man. They altered about
Mhm.
20 shots combined yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Luke
Absolutely.
Cornett down
Mhm.
low. I mean, Anthony Davis had a hard time scoring on him. This is Anthony
Mhm.
Davis, and then we got to talk about the fact that Wemby made Anthony Davis look like a middle schooler.
Pedestrian.
He
Mhm.
made him look
Mhm.
like just a chump. And Anthony Davis, who last year was saying, I deserve to be Defensive Player of the Year, Wemby, again, sees the matrix now. He can go out there and do whatever he wants to do. He has the size, and because he has the muscle tone, he's not going to be pushed around as often. First 2 years, tries to go down low, so skinny, they move him out of the blocks. They move him out. They move him
Yeah.
out. Zion Williamson did that.
You know what I liked about Cornette? Cornette went out there and he gave some hard fouls, man. He had 4 fouls for the game, but he went out there and he knocked the taste out of Anthony Davis's mouth already.
Okay.
He said,
got
get
called
you
for
some of that.
He got called for a flagrant on a play where he actually got all ball.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I looked back at the guys that were behind me, and I was like, man, that was kind of like that roughing the passer on when Dak's helmet came off. That guy didn't go after Dak's helmet. His
Yeah.
helmet just popped off. That's not having your chin strap tied in correctly, man. That's what
Yeah.
happened on that play. And they're like, well, and the referee comes out and goes, well, there was a full windup. Yeah, it was a full windup, and it hit nothing but ball.
Yeah.
How is that a
Yeah,
flagrant
yeah.
foul? But Cornette, but actually doing that, but Cornette actually going out there and showing that he's not just a stick figure Zach Collins 7-footer.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
out there to bang bodies.
Yeah.
He's out there to swat shots. He's not the typical 7-foot statue out
Mhm.
there. He's
Yeah.
out there doing very different things. And
We got
and
some
they
good
played
comments
him.
coming
They
in.
played him with Wemby for a little while there, and that
Mhm.
was kind of interesting too.
Look at Rick. Remember the Goofies? I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
people were saying AD was better
AD was
than
better
Duncan.
than
Remember?
Duncan.
No
Exactly.
mames,
Yeah.
way. No
Exactly.
mames.
Don't even mention him in the same.
We got
comment.
receipts,
Understand?
bro. We got
We got
receipts.
receipts. Yeah. Yeah. We're
Texas
getting some
Latina
really.
in the house.
Yeah,
Say
we're
the
getting some
big Elote
really.
brought the hammer.
Exactly. We're as always, our chat is powered by PF Chang's La Cantera, and we're getting some good comments in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
today's
man.
show's lit,
Elote brought
dude.
the hammer,
Everybody's
bro. It did.
excited.
Hey, bro. Hey, what Joe? What did I woke up at 5:30 this morning, bro. And the first thing I
Christmas
said
morning.
was first thing I said was good morning to Spurs fans and Spurs fans only, baby. Like
Yeah.
shit.
And I
Yeah.
If Rick had his way, he'd be like, you know what? Free Bill Miller's tacos for everybody after a Spurs win, bro.
For real, bro. The big
Right.
box, that big box, baby. That taco box, baby. Yeah,
the
French
memes that I
vanilla.
saw yesterday,
French
this
vanilla,
morning,
Tony.
of Gino Ortiz Jones's attitude after the
Mhm.
Spurs won the first game of the season was just all these memes out there of like her just like hiding and whatnot.
Like her,
By the-
like a sour face or something. Or-
The
yeah.
shirt made its apparence there at the American Airlines Center. If you want to show
It
that,
did.
Joe, this is part of the
Yeah,
fourth
man.
wall.
Y'all
People
got a lot
asking
of
us
love.
how to
It
do it.
did,
And
yeah.
I apparently I wasn't the only one yesterday sporting that shirt.
Yeah, our guy
Greg.
Greg out in Austin was rocking it. So that's awesome, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, Mike, right before the game started, Mike was like, "Hey, snapped this picture and he started taking out the jersey. I said, "Oh, I know what you're doing." I said, "I see, I like it. Oh, there it is. Yep, I'm
And
the photographer. I'm the photographer right there." So it was good, man.
and then some
Photo
San
credit
Antonio
goes to
residents
Rick.
were there laughing,
Yeah,
because a lot of
yeah,
Spurs fans out there, they
yeah.
were laughing at the
They
shirt.
knew what it was. Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
knew
knew
what
what
it
it
was.
was.
And
Yeah.
by the way, for the two people who've been on my Twitter threads
Oh, I saw that.
in the
Oh,
mentions
I
coming
saw
in and
that. I
saying that
saw
I'm a
that. Yeah,
misogynist.
I saw that.
No,
I saw
and
that.
I
Yeah,
responded. I finally responded today by saying, no,
saw
this
that.
shirt right here is the actual definition of feminism. Why? Because I keep the same energy for her, because I hate her, that I do for Ted Cruz, because I hate him.
Yeah.
Right? Not a
Hmm.
left or right thing. It's the misinformation campaign that she has had about the arena.
Hmm.
It is how she's doing business. She's unqualified to be
Yeah.
mayor of San Antonio. And guess what? It would be anti-feminist if I just gave her a pass because she's a woman. But I'm treating her
Yeah.
like I do male politicians. Guess what that makes me? Feminist. Guess what that makes me? Equal. Okay. I'm an equal opportunity provider of shade when it's warranted. Shut up, Gina. That does not make
I
me a
love it.
misogynist. That makes
Shut
you
up.
weak.
I
That
saw
makes
that.
you weak.
I saw a couple of people call you out about being misogynistic, and and I never even thought about it that way. I didn't look at it that way because it wasn't about her being a woman, or it's not about her sexuality. It's not anything about that. It's about her inability to be the mayor of this city. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what it's about. Whether, like you said, if it was a guy doing the same exact thing, we'd have the same energy. We'd have the
Yeah.
same fucking energy.
If it was Ron
It,
Nuremberg, it'd be shut up,
yeah,
Ron.
yeah, yeah. Tony brings up something that we could talk about a little bit later, Mike. That Chauncey Billups news.
Yeah, we got to talk
Wow, that
about
Chauncey
that. Yeah.
Billups news is
Well,
wild,
That's
before
big
bro.
before we
news.
get to the Chauncey Billups news, let's
Yeah,
give some love
Yeah.
to PF Chang's Lock and Terror. They
yeah,
power the
for
chat
sure.
that we have here. They power our show. 8 new drink specials that we'll talk about, and we'll get into what's going on with the NBA, the breaking news in the NBA. An NBA head coach, a former lottery pick, arrested, a former NBA star arrested
NBA
overnight.
champion. Yeah,
FBI
yeah.
now involved.
Mhm.
Trump administration now involved. We'll get onto that on the
Yeesh.
other side. This is the Area 210 podcast powered by PF Chang's Lock and Terror.
PF Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang's spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of PF Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. PF Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast.
And it's lunchtime. Got to go get those lettuce wraps from PF Chang's. But if you're going to go on the weekend, go on at night. Again, Wednesday, Wine's Day over there. So half all bottles of champagne and wine on Wednesdays over at PF Chang's La Cantera. But now they do have their daily happy hour from 3 to 6. But now they have brand new drink specials that go from open to close. And some very good drinks there. They're all going for $8.99 each. Not a bad price. Blood orange margarita, the Peartini, the new lychee martini. It's delicious, by the way. Tokyo Mule, lemon drop martini, Crimson Tiger, Long Island. If you only have time for one drink and want to get pre-gamed up pretty good, I'm gonna go ahead and encourage you to do that one.
Yeah,
The
go
Golden
see,
Buddha Mai Tai and the Jade Margarita.
yeah, go see our guy Sean Quintero, man. He'll take care of you. He'll take care of you.
Hey, you know what? If you want to do some pregame, you only need the one drink,
Yeah.
It's going to be that Japanese old fashioned, bro. I'm telling you, man. You go and sit down, you're like, man, this Japanese old fashioned ain't shit, And then what? 15 minutes later, it hit you. You'll be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
It's super
All right,
hard,
that
man.
little sucker packed a punch,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's funny because they're talking about top ramen noodles at PF Chang's. Hey,
Hey.
it's day 23 of the government shutdown, bro. It's day 23, man. So it's coming.
If
The
you're
ramen noodle,
furloughed, if you're
the top
furloughed,
ramen
man,
is coming. Yeah, yeah.
you got nothing but time. Like, right? Real talk, Rick. Real talk.
That's all I got, bro. I got nothing but time, bro. Shit, if this goes into November, this might go into Thanksgiving, is what they're saying. So,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Rick? Like I told you, the $1 million idea, bro. You should write the script. A government
Yeah.
employee that's been furloughed
Yeah.
fell on some hard times and has to do something seedy to go ahead and make some money. The title
No,
of the flick, Furloughed.
Did
no,
you
know what?
know?
No, hold on. I'm sorry, Mike.
Go ahead,
I usually don't interrupt you, but I need to interrupt you for this because it just came to me. You're talking about a movie about furloughed. No, I got a better idea. Spur load.
Nice.
Spur load.
All right.
Spur load. A government employee no longer has a job and follows his favorite team from city to city to city to city, and is spur load. Mike, what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. I like it. By the way, I coined the
You
phrase.
know,
Another t Put that on a T-shirt. You're spur
Spur
load.
load.
I had
Yeah,
an
yeah,
idea,
yeah.
man, and I was like, you know what? I think real talk, we're gonna have to do this at some point in time. I probably have to take off like half a year or something for it.
Yeah.
But follow diehard Spur fans, right? Like the ones that dress up, like Mark Burnett, you know,
Mhm.
everybody
We
else.
saw Mark Burnett last night, actually.
Yeah,
We saw him yesterday. Yep.
and follow them around and
Yeah.
see how they interact with everybody. Like, what's your story? Like, why did you do
hmm
this? Because every
hmm
super fan has a story, you know, and they haven't really done a documentary showcasing all the super fans of one team. And we have several here. We even had the
hmm
Spurs big homie, you know, he's making a resurgence
Hey,
now
the,
with
the
the
the biggest
Michigan
one,
match.
the biggest one. Rest in peace, Spurs lady, man.
Spurs lady,
Spurs lady,
you know,
man. Rest
and
in
they've
peace.
never done like a
Yeah,
documentary
you
to
should.
go
You
ahead and
should.
say, like,
Yeah.
why did you all do this? You know?
Because you become fabric of the community at that point. Like
Yeah.
Spurs lady was unmatched, man. There's no, I don't, no bigger Spurs fan ever will ever exist than the Spurs
Yeah.
lady. Like she
Sophie.
dedicated her life. Sovia,
Yeah.
man, may she rest in peace. She dedicated her life to being a Spurs fan, man. You know, so until literally against doctor's orders, she got doctor's orders not to travel. And she went to the Hall of Fame when Pop got inducted and everybody got inducted against doctor's orders. She went, man. So I'm telling you, man, Spurs lady, may she rest in peace. Somebody needs to do a documentary on her.
Our chat is blowing
For
up right
real.
now. Powered by PF Chang's talking about the demise of the Good Time Charlie's restaurant on
Damn.
Broadway.
I
We may need
remember
to
that.
pour one out for them. Can we get a grief though for Good Time Charlie's? That
We
was a
can.
good place. Closed after 46 years. The
Mm.
lease, the land taken over by the Museum, the Children's Museum that's right there. That's
Oh yeah.
right down the street. They're buying all those properties from the museum all the way to Good Time Charlie's. 46 years in business. I was introduced to Good Time Charlie's when I worked at Case at 12 back in the day. You know, they'd make me go on food runs. I was 16,
They
17 years
shut down
old.
already?
Apparently they've already closed, man. I would have gone by one last
Damn.
time. It's a good
I
place,
wanted to
man.
go by one more time. Me and my
Chicken
kids love
fried
going
steak
there.
there. Chicken fried
Yes,
steak there
bro.
was good.
Yes.
Because when
Mhm.
it came to chicken fried steak in San Antonio, Tip Tops is one of the kings out there. But part of the Mount Rushmore of chicken fried steak in San Antonio might have actually been Good Time Charlie's. They had a
It
very good
used to be
restaurant there.
Bud Jones back in the day. If you know, you know,
Oh, I
man. But
remember Bud
Yeah,
Jones.
back in
Yeah,
the
I
day,
remember
but
Bud
not
Jones.
not
Yeah.
so much anymore. But let's
not
let's
anymore.
let's do the dog
Well,
grito
man.
for
Oh, the dog. Okay.
the dog grito for Good Time Charlie's after 46 years in business, closing its doors.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
Rest in peace, Good Time Charlie. It's a great place, man. Great place. You guys were talking about like doing stories, you know, like
Yeah.
spur load and stuff like that. It reminded me, I had seen this TikTok recently with the creator of Breaking Bad. Breaking
Mhm.
Bad, who arguably is the greatest TV show of the 21st century, according to like TV Guide and IMDb and all that stuff, when they have all their polls when it comes out of it all, they list Breaking Bad as the number one show of the 21st century, along with like The Sopranos and Game of Thrones and Mad Men. Did you know that that was created as a joke?
Wow.
That the creator of Breaking Bad had a meeting with studio executives about potential shows, and I'm thinking about like Seinfeld when George and Jerry go in there to
Mhm.
try to pitch a show, and ultimately
Nothing.
they put
About nothing. Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
were going to do about the butler. You know, we get into a car accident, you
yeah.
didn't have auto insurance.
The
He's going to
insurance,
be
yeah, it
my
becomes your
butler,
butler. Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah.
they said no, and then they said,
Yeah.
well, the counter actor with, well, what about a show about nothing? And then they
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, the guy had all these storylines that he wanted to pursue, and they said no, 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 no. And he was like, man, because he made a joke as he was leaving, saying, I gotta go back to the drawing board, but until then, I gotta make money. Maybe I'm gonna go out into the desert, start cooking meth. And they said that'd be a great story.
hmm
And that was the genesis of Breaking Bad, was him doing an offhand joke as he's being turned down for story ideas. So found
Yeah.
that to be funny.
Hey, that's how life
But
works sometimes.
yeah, it does, man. And life is getting kind of bad right now for former NBA star Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups. Okay, here's the thing. Imagine if Mitch Johnson had been arrested overnight.
Jeez.
If you had heard that story. By the way, the Trump administration has some Jerry Jones dog in them. They decide to do the arrests the day after the NBA season starts in totality. I know it started a couple of days ago with those 2 games between the Rockets.
Yeah, but the full season, yeah.
Jerry Jones makes his announcements when? The week of the Super Bowl, when everyone's
Right.
watching.
You got to take away the
Opening day.
spotlight. You got to take the spotlight from, yeah.
So the Trump administration goes out, FBI goes out and arrests Terry Rozier, former NBA player who was a journeyman but who had a really good career. They arrest 2 others, and they arrest Chauncey Billups, who was former lottery pick back in the day.
NBA
All-star,
Yep.
NBA champion.
Those Detroit Piston teams that the Spurs that beat in 2005, they had won the championship the year prior in 2004 against the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Chauncey, Rashid, all those guys. Yep.
Dual investigations. So not investigated for the same thing, but something involving illegal poker rooms.
Yeah.
And then Terry Rozier is prop bets.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's probably the betting that the federal government needs to shut down is prop bets. Because prop bets don't not only exist in NBA, NFL, but it exists in college football as well. It invests in college sports, college baseball, college basketball, all of that stuff. It's easy to have somebody take a knee when it comes to it all, because the prop bets are based on how many assists you're going to get, how many this, that, and the other. And you see these players going out there not to exceed the numbers, but to get quote unquote hurt, unable to finish the game, and they end up with the low total. They play but get the under when it comes to it all.
We do have some audio, Mike, of not only Shams talking about the investigation and who was getting arrested, but also of the FBI director addressing the media. So
it's Shams Charania of ESPN and the FBI director.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and show Shams Charania first, and then we'll go ahead and show the FBI director.
We are back on Get Up Live in New York with major breaking news, as we've touched on early this morning, from the NBA involving not 1 but 2 arrests of notable people within the NBA. Shams is with us. We've been following your Twitter feed all morning long, Shams, as you've been reporting on it. For those who've not heard anything about this, just tell everyone everything they need to know. What has happened this morning?
Greeny, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier have both been arrested this morning. Billups at around 6 a.m. in Portland, Oregon, and Rozier around 6 a.m., I'm told, in Orlando, where the Heat were playing last night. Rozier's been arrested for his involvement in alleged sports gambling, prop bets, and Billups, ABC News is reporting, is tied to an illegal poker operation tied to the mafia. And so the FBI has been investigating this situation for several months, and in Rozier's case, at least 2 years. And today is making arrests. There is a press conference that is set by the FBI. The Eastern District of New York has been leading this investigation. I'm told FBI Director Kash Patel has also been increasingly involved in recent weeks. He will be leading the press conference today as well. But this is really seismic news in the NBA for a sitting NBA head coach in Chauncey Billups to be arrested, taken into custody for alleged illegal gambling, as well as Terry Rozier for sports betting, allegedly. 2 arrests made this morning. There are expected to be numerous arrests also tied to both of these situations.
Midtown Texas reaches out to us.
Wakes up
Yeah,
this morning.
Stop that.
Saying Trump coming after everyone in Portland. But that was Shams Charania of ESPN on ESPN's Get Up.
And then we had the FBI director also addressing the media. I got audio of that as well. So we can go ahead and play that. And this is courtesy of the Associated Press.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
So what was going on, apparently, from what I've gathered here from listening to the press conference that was going on earlier today, is you had, illegal gambling that was going on with Rozier and Chauncey Billups, money laundering, things of that nature. And you were talking about the prop bets, but more importantly, the Chauncey Billups thing was kind of interesting to me, because what they were saying is that the mafia apparently had set up kind of a live stream where players were able to go ahead and make bets with the actual celebrities that were playing, right? So they had celebrities playing poker, and you would bet, hey, this celebrity's going to win or what have you. And the whole game was rigged, because what happens is that they have these machines that were kind of shuffling cards, but the machines were rigged to go ahead and sway the winnings in a certain player's favor. So they already knew the outcome of the game pretty much, as far as what was going to happen. So the money to be had was on the bets that these people were putting in on, I want to play with Chauncey, or I want to play with this celebrity or this other celebrity. So I'm sure there's going to be other implications going on, as they start getting further and further into the investigation. But I mean, you had teams like they were just saying here too, like the Lakers, you had the Toronto Raptors, you had the Portland Trailblazers involved. I think it was even the Miami Heat too that were involved as well. So the funny thing was, in this whole sequence that broke out when they were addressing the media, one of the guys was addressing the media, and instead of saying the Toronto Raptors, he said a different name of the team, so it was like a team that didn't even Toronto Rangers, a team that didn't even exist.
These guys don't know sports, bro.
No,
you know what I mean?
bro.
They don't know sports. They don't know what they're out of their element, bro. They're obviously they're smart, people in the FBI world and all that. But yeah, when it comes to sports, bro, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's funny. But
Damon Jones also arrested the whole thing, and Jones, along with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, are all innocent until proven guilty. So
Absolutely.
you gotta keep that in mind.
You're gonna say, I was framed. I didn't know.
That's what's great about this country, Mike. Your innocence are proven guilty, baby.
Hey, if you go to TMZ.com, Joe, there's photos and body cam video of the 2024 arrest of Jay Cutler, former Chicago Bears quarterback, former NFL quarterback. He blew a .23 blood alcohol content. He was drunk.
What is it? What was it? Point 0.23, you said?
0.23, which in Texas is nearly 3 times.
0.008 is
which is normal.
You're faded.
Normally 3 times the almost 3 times the alcohol.
Wasn't he with one of those?
Kristen Cavallari.
Yeah. Is he still with the girl or no?
No,
they broke up a while back.
That's been years. Okay, yeah. I remember.
She's a little crazy, bro. He got tired of her and kicked her ass to the curb.
My ex-wife used to love watching those like Hills and Laguna Beach shows and all that. So that's why I always remember her. But yeah,
as soon as those shows came out, that was my cue to leave, bro. I was out.
Along with the Kardashians. Screw that. By the way, everyone who's watching right now, hit the like button. You're already on the show.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Punch the like button.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know what,
Greg, you're right, bro. One bottle's down and half to go. So
you know what, Mike? Jake was not drunk. He was all fucked up, bro. That's what that was.
Who was the one Spur player that Duncan carried out of the bar?
Baines. Aaron Baines.
Aaron Baines. Thanks, man.
Aaron Baines, yeah.
Aaron Baines was a dick, dude.
Man, yeah. Hey, sometimes you got to just get fucked up like that, bro. You know what I mean?
But he had boys back. You had to have your boys back, man.
Oh, of course. I've been there. I'm not gonna say we've all been there because I can't speak for other people. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there. So I've been carried and I've carried. So sometimes in life,
Here we
you
go.
carry.
Here's the video.
Sometimes in life, you have to be carried.
Here's
Oh,
the
we got
video.
the body cam video. Well, let's see how drunk Jay Cutler was back in 2024. DUI and gun possession.
Hi, I'm officer with the Franklin Police Department. Which vehicle is yours? The Ram right there? Okay.
He claims I hit him.
Okay, do you have proof of insurance and registration?
Yeah.
See, that's what I would have been like.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I would have been like, I'm Jay Cutler. You know who I am.
Why does he look like a contractor ready to do some work? You know?
Right.
What's
He
that?
doesn't look like an NFL quarterback.
How so?
He was behind me. He ran into me.
Oh,
So I'm on the phone
accident.
talking to the dispatcher. Then he
Well, they in the
flips around,
country.
and he comes to
Yeah.
the dead end. That's how we ended up right here. We was up there at the light. He ran into it. He couldn't go nowhere.
Okay. So, you need to take pictures, or I did. Both of you need to take pictures of each other. Hey, sir.
Registration.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
This-
He was fucked up.
Are you want to do some
I mean, he was
make
fucked
sure you're
up.
okay to drive.
No.
Are you okay to drive? No. Oh my
Tammy,
Oh,
10:15.
He say,
Bro,
"Did I
he-
stutter? Did I stutter?"
God.
bro, he snatched his ass to put those fucking handcuffs on, bro. I
Put
tell
this
you,
up with your hands.
that's not a.
Bro, are you okay to drive? No. You know what? That reminds me of one of my buddies, man. This dude, man, he was going through a divorce, right? And he walked into like Hooters or something right when they open, right? Hooters opens like at 10 or 10:30, right? And
Yeah.
this dude strolls up, I don't know, on a Saturday or something. And he tells the lady there, "Oh, hey man, how's it going and everything? You know, what can I get you, sir?" And he says, "Get me a mofo beer tower." And she's like, "Sir, it's 10:30. Did I stutter?"
Hey,
and you're at a Holiday Inn.
it'd be like that sometimes, bro. It'd be like that.
I
It'd be
need-
like that sometimes,
I
bro.
need a beer tower.
The whole arrest
Yeah.
thing reminded me of a conversation I had with Chica the other day because she's been helping me with like stretches, so just kind of get a little more flexible and whatnot.
Hey, hey,
I-
hey,
I-
hey, hey.
Well,
Pause,
no.
pause,
It's
pause,
one of those things where I've been
pause,
working out, dude. I've been working out,
pause. No
lifting weights,
diddy.
stretch
No
me out a little
diddy.
bit, right?
No diddy.
So
Stretch you
she
out
was
a
like,
little bit.
so she was like, okay, make your arms do this and the other. And I realized that I cannot make the arm movement that would be needed for me to have handcuffs on behind my back. As he's like, police better not come get me because they don't hit, man. I cannot have my wrist.
They
hit the
will.
back.
They will force you into.
Oh, I'm sure it will, but
getting
it'll
your-
tear,
yeah,
it'll
yeah,
tear something up
Yeah.
here. So I better not get arrested anytime soon.
Yeah.
But this is the Area 2.0 podcast powered by PF Chang's Lock and Terra. Big win for the Spurs last night. Up next for the Spurs, they've got the New Orleans Pelicans. I believe it's tomorrow night. The Pelicans coming
It's
off a loss
Friday
to
night,
the
yeah.
Grizzlies.
Friday.
Coming off a loss to the Grizzlies. This is a
Mhm.
game in which Zion Williamson, who just like Wemby, okay, Wemby got bigger, Zion got smaller. Okay, he is thinned out. He's got that skinny Luka Doncic body going on right now. But he had 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists yesterday in the loss, 128 to 122 to Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, I mean, they're an up and down team. We're looking at New Orleans as a team that the Spurs should be better than.
Mhm.
ESPN analytics have the Spurs with a 60% chance of winning tomorrow night's game. Believe that, dude. A 60% chance of going 2-0. Gina Ortiz-Jones is getting
Sour
nervous.
face.
She's getting a sour face.
Sourpuss.
She
Sourpuss. Yeah.
Her knees are buckling. Her body's buckling under
yeah.
that.
Sourpuss Gina. Sourpuss Gina. Yeah.
Those nasty clothes that she wears from Burlington Coat Factory, the clearance bin over there. Gosh, she's a bad dresser, dude. It's
I
awful.
know. She, you know what, man?
But I'm so optimistic for Project Marvel now and the new arena. Speaking of which, we were at the American Airlines Center yesterday, and Mexican Junior, who follows the show, right? You're at his house right now.
So, yeah, shout out to Mexican Junior, who's hosting me, and I'm at his house right now. Lives out here in Dallas. Was gracious enough to invite me to stay here at his place. But yeah, so
was
go ahead.
amazing. Was amazing. Now here's the thing: He says, meet us at this one bar, right? So, we park. By the way, things that I cannot do that I could do with you and not Chica, for example, or you with a date is we parked half a mile away because right next to the arena, $45,
Mm-hmm.
$8, half a mile away down the street.
Yeah. And we walk.
I'm gonna
Bro,
walk that. I'm gonna take the extra steps.
Yeah, we're gonna pay the $8 and get our steps in. If you had your girl, you're not gonna do that.
It paid
She's
for
in
our
her
dinner.
heels. Yeah. If you had your girl, she's in her heels, she's looking beautiful, she's looking sexy. Like you're not gonna walk all the way over there. You'll pay the $45 with your girl, but Mike and I were like, we'll pay the $8 and walk. Like fuck
Yeah,
it, we're
so
good.
we walked. So we went to go find the bar. Right? How far would you say the bar was from the front door of the American Airlines Center?
8 steps.
It was right there, dude.
8 steps. Yeah, 8 steps. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta send Joe right now. Us walking the blue carpet yesterday.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Joe, we walked the blue
Yeah.
carpet yesterday. And while I
We
do that,
did,
by the way,
yeah.
I briefly met for about 3 seconds Megan Thee Stallion, the Grammy Award-winning rapper, yesterday. who's
Yeah, she was in
dating
the house.
Clay
She was
Thompson.
Clay Thompson.
There was
Yeah.
commotion in our section there.
She was right above us. They were in the suite right above us. Yeah.
Well, I helped a couple of fans get their cameras up there because she was taking people's cameras, doing selfies for them, and
wow.
I helped a couple of
Yeah.
the fans get that. So she was grabbing the phones for me
Yeah.
yesterday when doing that.
Yeah.
But and that was an interesting moment. But it was a 5-second interaction. But I just posted on the media share, Joe,
Yeah.
what it was like going into the arena, because on both sides of the arena you had bars
Mhm.
and restaurants. We got wings yesterday. We got waffle fries and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So as part of the media share, this is the walk and talk that we had going into the arena.
Oh, I see it.
It was fun.
Take a look at what it's like to experience basketball in Dallas. And this is an older arena. This is probably a 20-year-old arena, but it's still a very nice place to go visit.
Yeah, let me go ahead and cover up the the numbers there. Hold on one second. Screen.
Yeah.
Here we
Well,
go.
while you're doing that, Myra's in the chat, so I'm glad to see her there.
Oh, look, we got Drew Show back again, so you can go ahead and talk more shit.
I'm recording, baby. What's up? Do we walk the blue carpet? We might as well.
Blue carpet, baby.
I mean, you got to, bro. Let's see. Walk the blue carpet. Let's make this happen. Are we disrespecting the blue right now? Are we disrespecting the blue carpet?
There's me with my
Are we
belt,
disrespecting the
bro.
blue carpet? Yeah.
There's the homie. There's the homie. There's the homie. Yeah.
What it is? What it is? Woo!
You know what it is. You already know what it was.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Walk on through.
The blue carpet.
The blue carpet, man. Yeah. You got the belt. You got everything. It was a good time.
Oh, you know what? I must have been buzzed, guys, because I'm posting on Twitter right now a video of me and Fernandez talking to each other in the fourth quarter of the game last night. If you wanna be a fly on the wall when it comes to it all, I'm posting it right now. But the blue carpet was fine. We do have a $46 super chat.
Send it back.
We're not reading
Send
that,
it
dude.
back.
Fuck
Send
him,
it back.
dude.
Send it back, bro. You know what?
Yeah,
Send
fuck
it back,
him.
bro. Real talk, bro. Like, send it back, dog. Like, we keep sending it, and we keep sending.
Oh,
it
I
back,
didn't.
bro.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah.
Day drink, when you have the day off,
The $46 screams desperate. Like,
Yeah, he just wants to be
$46,
heard.
bro.
But you know what? He's just a little pussy ass bitch. Because I guarantee you, he will never say that to my face. Because if you do, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I don't play that game, bro. So come on, you want to come? Come correct. All he wants to do is he's just a scared little dude behind the fucking screen. There, right there, keyboard warrior has to pay money so somebody can hear you. You know, let's read his
Exactly.
comment. Look at me, guys.
Take your little $46 back, baby. Take your little $46
Bye.
back. Yeah,
Bye.
exactly. You're irrelevant, dog. You're irrelevant. There's a reason why you keep paying to try to be seen on this show, bro. You're irrelevant,
Yeah.
big dog.
Bye,
Like,
Drew.
Yeah.
She was so we have on Twitter account on my Twitter account interaction between me, Mexican Junior, and Fernandez. Fourth quarter.
Oh man, I don't know if I remember this. I didn't know you were recording. Let's see it.
I was 5 drinks in. You were about 8 at the time. So we can go on my Twitter account, Joe.
Sure.
This is. I don't even remember it. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But
Nonsense.
I have video of us talking to each other about it. So it was obviously about the game or something.
Yeah.
It was
It
our
was a good
impression.
time. It was a good time. Yeah.
Oh, this one right here. I see it. Let's go ahead and show it. There you go.
Yo, it's Fernandez. Nice cups, baby. You know what it is? There is 4:04 left in the game. Can you explain to me why people are leaving? They're trying to beat the traffic. They're trying to beat the traffic.
Trying to beat the traffic.
But there's still 4 minutes to go in the game.
35 gets rough this time of night. We gotta get home.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that's
35,
classic.
45 highway.
I do remember this. I remember this now. Yeah.
Hey man, I enjoyed the fact that Cooper Flag got those Dak Prescott stats. The game was already over stats.
We got 10 trash points and garbage.
Hey, Wemby, by the way, generational true or false? True.
MVP campaign.
We were the first. Make this a point. We were the first to chant MVP this season for Wemby. A 40 and 15 game. Fantastic game. I love your cups. You know what it is. I got my
With the cups, you got the belt. Yeah, oh no, we had a good time. We had a really good time.
Great times here in Dallas. Great seats. Fifth row diagonal. Great times, man. Great times.
Hey, you know what else too? I wanted to say thanks to the Drew Show because I sent Rick some money yesterday to go ahead and get the first round of drinks.
He did.
So your money paid for the first round of drinks, baby. Thank you for that, man.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
thank
So
you.
big.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good
thank
times,
you,
man.
Joe.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Joe, for sending me, $50 for a round. And yeah, Drew Show, you're paying. You're saying day drinking is lame or whatever. You're paying for it, bitch. Like,
Paid
you
for
know
the
what I mean?
drink.
Like, so exactly, like so keep. You know what I'm saying? Keep fucking paying for
Try
it,
harder,
bro.
ho.
Like,
Try harder.
exactly. Keep paying, bro. Keep paying. You're a simp. You're a fucking simp, bro. Like, yeah.
He paid for the drinks yesterday.
Exactly. Like you're paying for other grown ass men's drink, bro. Like what does that
Yeah.
make you, big dog? But
Hey,
yeah, it's
we got an
funny, bro.
incoming super chat.
Here comes the money.
And this is from Matt Lerma. He says, Drew shows this greatest Area 210 moment ever.
Yeah, exactly.
No refunds, too. So, hey, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, send that
So-
money back, bro. You don't need your money, bro.
So we have Jonathan C, I believe, or Jonathan Bettis saying, "Bro, the side of the hat got the Texas State on it. That's so fire."
Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's what's cool about like these hats. There's a bunch of
That side,
details.
yeah.
Nice.
There's a bunch of small details. So you got the little Texas. I love these little like I don't know what they are. They're like bangs. You know what I mean? They're just like a little kind of like the bang emoji or something. Like so, there's a bunch of
Almost
little
looks like the
details.
spur, the Roel. Looks like the spur
Yeah,
almost.
kind of. Yeah. So there's a bunch of little details on these hats, but yeah, the Texas that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool now. But yeah, this is the new statement edition like jersey gear. So
How much
I
is
had the
that?
jersey.
How much did the hat run? 50?
Oh yeah, about $50. Yeah, about
Yeah.
50. About
It's a
50.
normal
Easy,
rate
easy
of a
50.
hat, dude.
Yeah, easy 50. You know what's funny about that, Joe? It's funny you say that because my son was like clearing out his closet and he
Yeah.
found, and you would like this, and Mike would too. He found a mint condition 1999 finals cap.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? These hats are what, Joe, $50?
$50.
The price tag was still on the 1999 hat, $30. $30. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like in over the years, that's the inflation. These hats
Yeah.
used to be about $30 and now they're 50. So he found a 1999 Spurs championship hat and he was like, "Hey dad, do you want this?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I appreciate it." So I have it, but it still has a price tag on it and it says $30. 30, bro. These are not 50.
Damn.
I respect the game. I respect those who wear the old school stuff.
Yeah.
You go around town. My dad does that. The 2007
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals champion.
Yeah.
I love seeing those shirts out and about, man. The only one I don't want to see
Yeah.
anymore is the Kawhi one. The
Let's
Kawhi
go
one.
ahead and show some of the numbers here for the poll that we put out. So here it goes. Here are the latest numbers. I put will Wemby be the MVP this season? An overwhelming 5%, and we have about 86 votes right now have said that they agree that Wemby emphatically will be named this season's MVP. he got off to a great start, man. So I don't know, man. I think that if he keeps on playing like that, there's gonna be no doubt in anybody's mind who the MVP of the league is.
Well, let me ask you this though: if he is Defensive Player of the Year and he averages 27 points per game, wouldn't he be the MVP? And when was the last time we had an MVP win Defensive Player of the Year? Because I know Michael Jordan used to do it back in the days. I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, NBA MVP.
I definitely think he will win Defensive Player of the Year. And I said this on the podcast a couple of days ago, and I'm going to stand by it, even though the game he had yesterday, I don't know if he's going to win MVP this year. I don't, I don't. If he played every single game like he did yesterday, then yeah, but I'm still not sold on him winning MVP this year. He will be in the running. He'll be in the top 5.
Right.
It would be great if he won this year. It would be amazing. But you got to the Spurs have to be in like the 3rd or the 2nd seed for him to win MVP, right? I mean, come on, bro. You can't win the MVP if your team's like fighting for a playing spot. So,
well, it's happened 3 times in NBA history, by the way, that someone has won the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. Giannis did it last in 2020. Hakeem Olajuwon did it in 1994, and Michael Jordan did it in 1988. I remember the movie Air that came out on Amazon Prime, where the character tells the parent, the mother of Michael Jordan, or Michael Jordan, the agent, you can't be Michael Cooper and Magic Johnson at the same time. You can't be the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year. And he goes, no, he will be. But Wemby has all the ability in the world to do that. There are people jumping on the bets that he can become the next person to have a quadruple double in the NBA. There are lines being set, and people are banging that bet right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Quadruple double list, by the way. Only 4 players in NBA history have ever done it. Nate Thurman, Hakeem Olajuwon, and 2 Spurs, Alvin Robertson and David Robinson.
5-0. Yep.
Yeah. With the steals, with the blocks, with the points and the rebounds, Wemby, I think he can. I think he can do it. I mean, I don't know when he's going to do it, but I think he's capable of doing it.
And technically, Duncan did it during a playoff game.
I know.
They credited.
I know.
He had 8 blocks credited, but he really blocked about 10 or 11 shots that game. But only 8 were credited that time.
Right.
It's been so long since we've been this excited about the Spurs, and I know it's one game, but it's one game that shows potential, and it shows an evolution of the team. It shows the evolution of what they're doing. It shows Mitch Johnson. Joe, can I ask for this one last time, Joe? If you can go to my Twitter account, I want to hear Mitch Johnson talk to the players one more time.
All right,
just to amp each other up while we go to work, while Fernandez is spur load. See how easy it rolls off the tongue.
It rolls off the tongue, bro. I love the spur
He needs
load.
a shirt that says that now. Spur load.
Yeah, I love that.
One more time to pump us up as we go to our day jobs. Head coach Mitch Johnson talking to the players. Spurs up by more than 20 at the time. Here's what he had to say.
Possession by possession. Dismantle them in the half court. Play fast. Get back. Do it again. Be disciplined to like and embrace the boring, the mundane. Stops, rebounds, fundamental. Discipline, physical, rebound, transition, pace, fundamental. Again and again.
Embrace the boring, embrace the mundane, and make more money. Give me a call if you have any help, any need for some assistance when it comes to financial advice. I do investments, I do retirement accounts. 210-508-0369. I've been licensed for 19 years. I help people with 401k and TSP rollovers, 403b rollovers, things like that. People want to start investing. Maybe they're self-employed, want to have a self-employed type of retirement account, college savings, life insurance, disability, long-term care, all of that. Give me a call at 210-508-0369. Again, 210-508-0369. Now that's what you call a transition. That's what you call it. A segue.
Epic segue.
Again, our chat was powered by P.F. Chang's La Cantera. Happy hour from 3 to 6, but they have those 8 drink specials going on all day, every day from at $8.99. Get the Mai Tai. Get the lychee martini. Get the Jade Margarita. Trust me. And then it's not on the specials list, but that Japanese
Oh,
old
that's Joe's
fashioned
favorite.
hits
That's
different,
that's
man.
Joe's favorite is that Japanese old fashioned, baby. That Japanese old fashioned is Joe's favorite, bro.
dude.
Yeah.
That's the move. That's the move.
Yeah.
That's the move. Yeah.
Redbird
Hey, I put
Junkie
something
reaching
on
out
here.
to us saying,
I put something here for Rick as well. What did you
okay.
say?
Oh,
Okay, go
I
ahead.
like Redbird Junkie's comment saying, man, so many people were dogging Mitch Johnson last year in the chat. Always had to
Oh,
give him a chat.
oh, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I didn't forget all of y'all. I know who the fuck was saying about Miss Johnson. Yeah, bro, you were acting like he was a scrub. They were like acting like he was like not worthy. Like it was bad. It was bad. Like
He
I
was still
remember.
doing Coach Pop's bidding, bro. I mean, Coach Pop was telling him what he wanted done, and he was out there doing it. You know?
I like one of the comments saying, I don't know who said this comment earlier in the show that when Fernandez was threatened for his belt over
Mhm.
there, that he showed up like the Sitco guy. So let's give let's give let's go ahead and play the Sitco guy in honor of Fernandez.
¿Dónde pegas toda la pura verga? ¡Me tapan a la verga! Mira.
There you go.
Hey, I'm Marbach 7, bro. I'm Marbach, bro. Exit 7, dog. Like real talk. Come
Puro.
on, bro. Yeah, you want to threaten me for my belt, bro? Please, I welcome you. I welcome you to come. So Puro Exit 7, Puro Marbach. Yeah, you can follow me on Reels Fernandez. I appreciate you. But yeah, that was funny.
I
That
spelled your
really was
name
funny.
right. I spelled your name
That was
right.
RIC. I know. Yeah, it's RIC. Exactly. I'm sorry. It is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. Like it's RIC. You know, I get it. People hear Rick, they think RICK, but yeah, it's RIC because my first name is Ricardo, so I just kind of shortened it to RIC. But yeah, man, follow me on Ruth Fernandez. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, that was funny, bro. That dude. It was weird, man. He just straight up was like, "I'm gonna take your fucking belt." And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, it was crazy. It was
But
crazy, but it was fun.
if you get to know him very well, though, you get to call him Ricky. You know, you get to call him Ricky.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts. Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, is it funny that in real life you and I get together, and probably for every time I call you Rick, 5 times I call you Fernandez.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's your government name, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mike was like talking to Mike. What I realized about Mike is he's a social butterfly. Like he starts just talking to anybody. Like the people just start to come and sit down. He start talking to them. He's where y'all from? Blah blah blah. He's doing his whole thing, and he's like, oh, this is Fernandez. This is so and so. He's like introducing everybody, you know. But yeah, it's funny because he called me Fernandez a bunch of times, but it's fun,
Yeah.
man. It's a good
Oh,
time.
here was
It's a
the
good time.
super chat from Jason.
Money talk. Here comes the
He
That's
was
what it
saying,
was. Play the
Yeah,
the
yeah, he
Sacred
wanted to play
Fighter.
the signal guy. Yeah,
That's what it was. Yeah.
and
So
we
thank
did
you
it
so
for
much,
him.
Jason, for the
Super
yeah.
chat.
You know
there.
what? You know what's
By the way,
funny? You know what's funny about life? I'm sorry, Mike, real
oh, go
quick.
ahead.
What's funny about life and about like interactions with people, Mike, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take offense to this, but I don't think I would have ever like hung out with you. I don't. We probably just were in
I
different
got you.
cliques, like in high
I
school.
got you.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm not. No one's better or worse, but I think we would have been in different cliques in high school. You know, you would have had your
Yeah.
clique. I would have had my clique. You know, it's like the Breakfast Club. Like none of those people would have ever intertwined with each other had it
Yeah.
not been for that detention right Saturday, right? So you have your own cliques, and it's what it is. It's fine. So I say I don't think I would have ever clicked with Mike, but through the podcast, through just Twitter, through just whatever. Like now we had a good time yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, man,
Just
my
chilling.
bro. I needed a pickup from the airport. Mike was like, "I'll be there," and I was like, "Damn, bro!" Like I appreciate that. Like I was gonna Uber. Like I was gonna Uber from the airport, and
Yeah.
Mike was like, "Bro, don't Uber. I got you." And I was like, "Shit, okay." So it's like you gotta broaden your horizon, you know what I mean? There's so to me, like hanging out with Mike, having a good time. Maybe when I was younger I would have been like, nah, he ain't my kind of guy, like we just from different cliques, but like
But
all
now
that is
you met him, you
bullshit.
like him.
That is bullshit.
Well,
Yeah, all that is bullshit.
well,
All that clicky shit is bullshit. Like
it's
I know
Dwight
people
Yoakam,
on
baby. You don't know me
I
if you
know
don't
people
like me.
I know people on Twitter like to click up and like we this is our group and we don't whatever, like, and it's funny, it's like childish, man, like really, but you don't gotta click up and you don't gotta like try to gang up on people. This ain't Mean Girls, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like it was cool. We had a good time. There's things about Mike that I don't vibe with and we don't agree on, but that's okay. But it doesn't mean we can't hang out and have a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you might be different, but you're still the same. You still got that love for the silver and black. And you know what? You all had a great time yesterday. Mike scooped you all up, and then I got you all the first round. So it was a good day.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that,
It
Joe.
was fun, man. And I tell that to Chica all the time, because I tell her I could never have picked her up in the real in real life, out in the wild is what I say.
It was that movie, She's Out of Your League.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she is out of
yeah.
my league. But out in the wild, I could never have gotten her, right? But I got to play my internet game. I got to play my internet game where we match profiles and we talk one-on-one over the phone for a while and all that stuff. But it's funny, the people don't like my persona or my personality on Twitter, but then they go and meet me in person and they tend to like me a little bit. I'm kind of like Ferris Bueller, the jocks, the bloods, the dweeps, the wastoids. They all like me. They think I'm a righteous dude. But no, it's fun. It's fun, and I've always said that, like, I'm a toned down character. I'm still myself from the podcast in real life, a little bit slightly toned down a little bit. But when I get a few beers in me and it's talking to all the people that are there, man, I probably talked to 30 people around us at some point in the game.
Oh, you were talking to everybody. You were talking to everybody sitting around us. Yeah.
Oh my God, when they sang the national anthem, that was so funny.
Oh yeah.
Because what's it called? The Star Spangled Banner has the word star and flag in there, right? So when the word star comes out, everyone started screaming star. And then, when it comes, our flag was still there. Everyone screamed flag. That was funny, man. That was crazy. But no, we were talking to everybody there. I would say in our section was probably about 25 to 30% Spurs fans, which for an NBA game, section 103 was really nice.
I know. It overflowed, bro. Too much juice. This is why I shouldn't put too much juice. But yeah.
Yeah, it was a good experience for you all. You and Rick had a great time out there. You all were having fun. You were representing the Shut Up Gina shirt, so that probably got a lot of chuckles
I'm a
from the people in
misogynist now
attendance.
because of it.
You are.
Yeah.
You're a misogynist, Mike. You are a misogynist, bro.
It's a certain crowd that likes to do that, man. That's all I'm saying.
It's
a certain
victim.
crowd that likes to do that.
It's victim, right, Joe? It's victim shit. Like
Always,
you're
man.
a victim. Like yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the most to say about stuff like that, but yet they don't go to the polls to vote, or they're not even from San Anto. A lot of the misinformation that's coming in to all these people about, Proposition A and B, a lot of these guys ain't even from San Anto, dude. They can't even vote here. So why do they care either way? But they're going to go ahead and flood the Twitter timeline, social media and all that with misinformation, because that's what Gina is doing, man. Behind the scenes, she's probably got, people pulling the strings over there doing their thing, misinformation campaign. I love what she said on Instagram. She went on and tried to say, oh, I'm not against the Spurs, and I really do want Proposition A and B to get passed, but it has to make sense for us and the Spurs and this and that. And I had to comment, dude. I could not. And I screenshotted it too. And I said, your disinformation campaign says otherwise. And people were agreeing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very much.
That's all I'm saying.
Very much so, man.
Make sure you go vote.
Yeah, and what did we say yesterday? Spurs got off to a hot start. The vote becomes tighter.
Yeah,
we saw the polls that came out from UTSA saying that it was 5% support less than those who are opposed to it. So 45%. So there was 45% opposing it, 40% supporting the new arena, 15% undecided.
Yeah,
hot start for the Spurs, man. Gets fans excited.
Yeah,
Spurs winning, Wemby playing well. That's going to sway some votes.
And the Spurs haven't even played at the Frost Bank Center yet, man. So
Sunday.
Yeah, that's a Sunday. Shout out to Martin Ferrari, a new subscriber. Appreciate you, bro.
Very nice, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you know what? I thought it was a little odd that the schedule had the Spurs on the road 2 games before their home game. Like they usually either start at home or at least they have one road game and then they're back at home.
If I remember correctly too, Rick, it was near Halloween. Like they would play on Halloween day, like when they would have the home opener or something. It was on Halloween night, dude.
Right, because Wemby was like dressed up and all that. So so now you got Dallas last night. tomorrow you have Nola, and then you have the home game finally on Sunday. It's an early game.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different the schedule, but yeah, for me, I'm a West Coast guy, right? Like people, I live in San Diego, so
You like them
early
late
November,
games.
early November, bro. They got Phoenix is in town, or the Spurs are coming into Phoenix.
Yeah.
You got the Spurs coming to LA, so I'm gonna have to look at that schedule, man, and I might be a little bit of road warrior. I might find myself to Phoenix the first
Sacramento's
week.
not a bad place to watch a game either, man.
It's not. No, it's not. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I might be in Phoenix November 1st or 2nd whenever they play. And then they're
Yeah.
gonna play in LA. So, but no, Sacramento's a good place to watch. So yeah, man. Um going to those away games are kind of fun, because you're
Yeah.
just you're the enemy, you're behind
Yeah.
enemy lines. And yeah, Jason Garcia says come to Portland, brother. That's one West Coast game I haven't been
Rose
to.
Garden.
I have not been to Portland, and I need to go. I want to say this year they play really close to Thanksgiving, which probably doesn't work for my schedule because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with my family and stuff like that. But like, I definitely want to hit Portland. That's one of the places I want to hit.
Am I thinking too far in advance here? Spurs are going to be favored tomorrow against the Pelicans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're going to be heavy favorites against the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, 3-0,
And
bro.
then the Spurs have a home game against the Toronto Raptors, and the Spurs will be favored in that game. And then the Spurs play a LeBron-less Lakers team.
Mhm.
I'm just saying
6-0,
the
7-0,
possibility of 5-0 entering the NBA
5-0.
Cup when the Spurs take on the Rockets on November 7th. Can you imagine the Spurs starting off 3 or 4-0, 5-0?
Is it
Yeah, man.
is it a
Big five.
coincidence, Joe? Is it a coincidence? I left a relationship and now they're undefeated. I don't
Telling
know.
you, man.
I don't know, bro.
Telling
I
you,
don't
man.
know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't the problem after all. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? I
what's
don't
that
know.
saying goes, Rick? Fortune favors the bold, right?
Fortune favors the bold. Yeah, yeah. If you know, you know. I've told this story on this podcast before. It is a little bit of a coincidence that ever since that relationship has been dismantled or disseminated or whatever you want to call it, the Spurs have been undefeated. So I don't know.
You gotta have a new Rick. You
I
gotta
don't
make
know.
a new video, dog. Like when we win, we bounce, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
It's gotta
yeah.
come back. Hey, but real talk, as we're gonna end the show already.
Hold on. Tony says Rick has nothing to do with your past relationships. Man,
How do we know? How do we know?
How do you
How do you
know? Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. That's what's
If-
funny about these things. Like you don't know, bro. Like you don't know me. You know what I'm saying,
It's
bro?
just saying, bro. It just
Yeah,
happens to
is, is
coincide,
it a
man.
coincidence?
Hey,
Exactly. Is it a coincidence? Like, you know what I'm saying? But and I will say, I'll go back to this. I wish her all the best. I joke a lot on this podcast. I do.
bro,
Joe,
this
don't
comment,
Joe.
bro.
No, I wish she Zach Collins. Exactly. She loves Zach Collins. She did love Zach Collins.
Tony Ronaldo
Um,
saying Rick's past
yeah.
relationship was mundane.
Yeah, well, no,
He
no,
did
no,
not want to embrace
bro.
the
never
boring.
Monday,
Bro,
never.
no,
Tony,
bro.
Tony, you know what, bro? Since you want to open up the can of worms, you're
No,
married
bro.
and your boring ass life is mundane, bro. Don't
No,
come at me
bro.
like that, bro.
No, don't do
Don't come at
that.
me like
Don't
that.
do
Don't
that,
come at
dude.
me like that, bro. There's nothing about my life that's mundane. Trust me. Trust me. If you think my past relationship was mundane, bro, I'm not gonna show the
Mira,
pictures and the videos and all that I have. Trust you me, it was not mundane. Your
look what
fucking life
Texas
with your
Latina
wife might be
says.
mundane. Your life with your wife might be mundane, but nah, mine ain't. Mine ain't. Trust me. Trust me.
Look at
Um,
Texas Latina says for you, Rick. It's
yeah.
puro destiny, bro.
Yeah,
Puro
exactly,
destiny,
exactly,
bro.
exactly. And I will say this though, I wish her the best. I hope she has, I don't wish no ill will by her, and all that. I wish her the best. Now I'm not soft, Tony. I'm not soft. You're soft, bro. You telling me I'm mundane, bro? Trust me, bro. You're married and you have a married, boring life, bro. You know you do.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
look
Like
at
don't
Marines don't
my,
joke, Tony. That's
yeah.
right, bro. They don't joke.
Exactly,
They don't joke.
exactly, bro. When
They
you're
don't joke.
when you're yeah,
Quit trying to grab the
exactly.
belt.
Exactly.
What
Yeah.
does
Don't
Myra
grab
say,
the
Rick?
bell.
What
Don't
does
grab
Myra
the
say?
yeah. Come correct. Come correct. Don't play. Exactly. You know what's funny? I gave Tony my tickets and now he's coming at me this way. You really, bro? Really, bro? This Tony.
God.
You know what, bro?
He just played. It was
I'm
just
not.
played,
No,
but it
he
was a
said you're
bad
drunk.
taste.
I'm not
It was in
angry.
poor
I'm not
taste.
angry.
It was in
I'm
poor
not
taste,
angry.
dude.
Yeah, he said you're drinking. I'm not angry, Tony. I'm
No,
upset
no,
that I
bro.
gave you my tickets and you're coming at me like that. Like, really, bro? Okay.
Settle
All right,
down. Settle
you're cut
down
off
now.
with tickets. You're cut off with tickets, bro. Go back to your boring, mundane life with your wife. Like, trust me, bro.
No, bro.
Yeah. If you think my life is
Oh my
boring and
God,
mundane, bro,
man.
you better do some research,
Yeah.
dog.
Okay.
Like,
We
you
gotta
gotta
show
do
the
some
sicko
research.
guy one more time, Joe. The sicko guy one last
Oh, that's it.
time.
Go, guy. One of my, one of us.
This is
Uno más.
Fernandez when you call his life.
Todos me pegan toda la pura verga. Que sepan a la verga. Mira.
¿Qué onda?
Yeah. It's just funny for somebody to tell me that my life is boring and mundane. Like, really, dog? Like, bro.
Oh, dude, he wasn't
Okay,
making fun.
bro.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. We
Okay.
gotta reel it in, dude. It was a joke, man. It
He
may
didn't
not
hit
have
a
landed.
nerve.
It
It may
was in
not have
poor taste,
landed, but
bro.
it was a joke. It
He
was a
didn't hit a
Poor
nerve.
taste.
Even Mario is getting in. It's hit a nerve. Mario's my guy. Like, he didn't hit a nerve. It's just funny. It's funny to me when y'all are you're not on this level and you want to talk.
The
Nah,
sad thing
bro.
is that
Nah.
if I was in the chat as a joke,
Oh,
I
you know
probably would
you
have made
see
I
it.
would have made the
Yeah.
same joke.
Yeah.
It may
Yeah,
not have
even
been in
Mario.
good taste, but it was a good joke though.
Mario, you're surprising me, Mario, with that comment, but it's all good. It's all good. You know who's real. You know who's real, and you know who the homies are, bro.
Look at Dark
The
Aeons.
truth,
Hey,
the truth comes out. The truth comes out. The truth
look
comes
what he
out.
says. Each one of y'all should
Yeah,
pick someone to fight for charity. Laugh out loud. No, mamas, bro.
yeah. The truth comes out, bro. Y'all's the hidden like things that y'all think about comes out
Aye.
eventually, bro. Like,
All
it's all
right. Well,
good.
we got to go ahead and bring the show to an end because I got to get back to work. I know Mike does too. Rick, enjoy your day off, man. We're in government shutdown day. What
I
now?
know. I'm in
Damn.
Dallas. 23 government
Damn.
shutdown.
When do you
I'm in
fly back to
Dallas.
San Diego?
I fly back 7 p.m. tonight, or actually 10 p.m. tonight, but I'm gonna get to the airport tonight. So I'm in Dallas for the rest of the day. I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna find
And
some
we
brunch
didn't even
spot.
know what airport to get you from, man. Because
I know. It was
you threw us
it
off,
was
man.
I know it was man, I bought this ticket so long ago. I had a Southwest flight from San
Damn.
Antonio to Vegas, or I'm sorry, from San Diego to Vegas, and then I had a Spirit flight from Vegas to Dallas, and like, bro, yeah, I was all thrown off.
He was
Bro.
like,
I was all thrown off.
I'm flying Southwest. And I'm thinking to myself, Southwest doesn't fly to DFW. They go to
Yeah.
Love Field.
Yeah.
We had both. We had Mexican Junior going towards Love Field. And I'm
Yeah.
going towards
Yeah. They had all the bases covered. They had all the bases
Somebody
covered.
was
So I
going to get you.
appreciate that.
Someone was going to get you.
I appreciate all the bases covered. I appreciate all the bases covered. But yeah,
Very
man.
nice.
Yeah,
Everyone have a
yeah.
fantastic day today. Again, Prop A, Prop B still on the ballot. Early voting still available. Go piss off Gino Ortiz Jones. Go vote
Yeah.
yes for Prop A and Prop B, man. Make it happen. Do it as a Spurs fan. Do it as wanting to keep the team here forever. Do it as in wanting to bring NBA basketball back downtown. Is it going to be a traffic nightmare? Yeah, but you know what? To make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs, dude. It's just is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Let's keep the Spurs going.
Yeah.
Wemby's here. Wemby has arrived. It was a fun time, fun game.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the super chats.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to everybody that was on our stream. PF Chang's again is our proud sponsor. We might be bringing a second sponsor in the next couple of weeks. We're in talks right now about that. Fantastic.
We got a new subscriber, Jose Ramirez. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Jose.
And Tony has apologized. Tony has apologized. So there you go. No need to go further.
Because you start.
Let's reel it in.
It's funny.
Reel it in.
What I was gonna say.
Those are like hidden things that like y'all been wanting to say that y'all finally are saying now. Like, you know what I mean?
Rick don't play, bro. Rick don't play. But you know what, Rick?
Mario Cavazos, I thought Cavazos was my boy, but like, bro,
your boy, dude.
if you got some hidden thing that you want to talk to me about, you got my number.
Dude.
You got my number.
Hey,
You
there
got
you
my
go.
number, bro.
Rick.
You can talk to me offline. Yeah, okay,
Rick, you know
okay.
what we want to
Okay.
do? We want to go ahead and give a big thank you as we bring the show to an end to the Drew Show for paying for the drinks yesterday, bro. Appreciate you.
Wait.
Appreciate you, doggy.
It's not being sent back.
No.
Decent.
No
That means
refunds, brother.
that
No
means
refunds.
no
No
refunds.
refunds.
No refunds.
Thanks for
No
paying for
refunds.
them
I
drinks.
got the receipts. I got the receipts, bro. No refunds. No refunds. Yeah.
Thanks for paying for them
wonder
drinks.
no wonder you were like, "Hey, man, I got the first round." I was like, oh, and then he mentioned it of Joe. He did
Yeah.
give Joe credit for that though. He did.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah,
say
Yeah.
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
And then
All right, man.
the Italian couple ended up buying our drinks.
That
at
was cool.
6-0.
That was cool. We got a lot of rounds bought for us. I pay for rounds. Mike pay for rounds. Mexican Junior pay for rounds. Like that's what real motherfuckers do. You know what I mean? Real people ain't.
We're
Like
having
nah,
fun,
man.
bro.
We take care of each other. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring the show to an end, and we'll hopefully we see you all tomorrow. We can go ahead and talk more Spurs basketball. And you know what? We're also gonna talk about maybe some boxing news, and we got to give our predictions, Mike, too, for what's happening in the NFL. We hadn't given our predictions, money line predictions. We're supposed to do that today, but we can do it tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow, but let's get tonight's game. Tonight's game is Vikings at Chargers.
Chargers.
And let's see what the freight what it is here. Let's see here. Let's see the spread. The spread is I had it here. Vikings and Chargers tonight on Prime. 3-3 Vikings taking on the Chargers, who are 4-3. Chargers favored by 3.5 points. There's a really low over under of 44 between the two.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a high powered offense in the Chargers against a very interesting defense by the Vikings.
Oh man, this is going to be a tough one. To me, I think what my gut is telling me, I got the Chargers going and beating the Vikings money line. I'd go ahead and go as far as giving the Vikings to go ahead and cover this one by at least 2.5.
Normally, ESPN Analytics has this as a 50% win chance for both teams, right? It's like 50.3 to 49.7. Do you trust Justin Herbert more than Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz is a journeyman quarterback at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for some reason, he knows his job is to do what? Go find Justin Jefferson downfield.
Yeah, exactly. He's finding his role. He's finding his role. Yeah. Yeah.
Smart enough to know that. And I'm looking at his stats the last few games. Threw for 313 against the Eagles in a loss. Threw for 238 in a win against the Browns. Threw for 380 against the Steelers. Omarion Hampton's out for the year. Injury, running back for the.
Can I say some breaking news, Mike?
Yeah.
Former Spur Thiago Splitter will be taking over for head coaching reins in Portland. Just reported by Shams.
Really?
Yeah, I the notification popped up right. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. But
give me the Vikings.
Thiago Splitter will be taking over for Chauncey Billups.
That's awesome, dude. That's good for him, dude. He's he will forever get free drinks in San Antonio, man. Thiago Splitter was a fan favorite. That's amazing, man. Give me the Vikings, dude. I'll take the Vikings to take the Chargers. It's a 3.5 point spread.
Yeah.
I'll take the money line and the win, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. I think the Chargers will be able to pull this one off. You got Vikings, I got Chargers.
Our guy Daniel Bautista reminded us that tomorrow is day one or game one of Dodgers and Blue Jays World Series.
Oh yeah, it's baseball.
This is the best time. No, don't say that, Mike.
Just baseball, dude.
Well, you don't like baseball.
Mike.
No, don't say
Series,
that.
Brother.
Some of our fans like
baseball.
baseball.
It's the highest paying team in baseball going to the World Series. No shit.
Of course.
Yeah, but Blue Jays aren't.
Blue Jays haven't been there, bro.
But the Blue Jays don't have a chance, dude.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think this is the best time in sports. Like October 23rd, 24th, you got World Series, you got NBA just starting, you have NFL in full stride, you have college rolling. So this is the best time in sports. Like we have everything that we want in sports.
College football going
right
on too.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring the show to an end. We'll see you boys tomorrow. And what do you say, Mike?
Hey man, Spurs in 5. Spurs in 5, baby. Make more money. We'll be back
All
tomorrow.
right. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We're out. Peace.
Stay puro.